And we are live. I love saying that, but what's up, everybody? Welcome to another stream here on the Film Stock channel. We're just going to be chilling, hanging out. I'm joined by two guests right now. I got a bunch of other people coming on later. But first, I'm joined by Jaren from Jaren Talks Movies. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing really good. Like we were talking about before the stream,
Yeah.
It's been a while, but I'm glad to be back on here. I'm ready to answer some questions.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think we did one September. We did a bunch you and me. You were on. And the first time ever on the Film Stock channel, I believe.
Yes,
Josh
sir.
from Cinecreep, the original, in my eyes, one of the GOAT blue tubers ever.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a big fan of Chris from Film Stock. So,
Well, I appreciate that. That's weird because
yeah.
it sounds weird, dude. But I used to watch your videos years ago before I even had back when you were prepubescent with Alex
Yeah.
Leyva.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those were the
I did
days.
too, before all the tattoos. I
What's
just got
up?
shot. I think I watched a couple of your videos before you even had any of those tattoos. You
Oh,
came
yeah?
on here and I was so surprised. I didn't even know you had them.
Yeah, I do have tattoos now, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching back in the day, man. It was fun.
Yeah,
Fun times.
The glory days, the glory days of the blue tube. And I know that you also would do I don't know if you're friends with him. What was his name? Cinema Bates, was that his name?
Yeah. Carson.
I remember that guy's channel was awesome. So
Yeah. He's I love his channel. I wish he would come back, but it doesn't look like he will.
Well, that's a bummer. But if you guys are in the chat, just drop your questions. We're going to be hanging out. I'll have some other people on later. You can probably see who they are in the description. But yeah, I see Stranger Boys in here. The GOAT, one of the GOAT supporters, says, what recent horror movie should have won an Oscar? I think Don't Breathe 2016 deserved it. What do you think, Jaren? I haven't seen Don't Breathe. I saw the trailer, though, for the second one in theaters recently.
Well, I know that probably the most recent one that was nominated was Get Out, I think, for Best Picture, which I think a lot of people thought that was going to win. But to me, I think Hereditary, to me, that was a high-quality movie I think could have won, especially Toni Collette for Best Actress.
I never saw that one or Midsummer because
Really?
I just the thing is I don't really like that kind of horror. If you know me, I'm kind of weird about it.
They
But
mess you
everyone,
up. They're dark.
they do. Yeah, it fucks with you. I don't really know if I want that. But what was it? My friend told me. Well, at least I've heard Midsummer is super divisive. Do you like that one, Josh? Midsummer?
Yeah, Midsummer was good. It was a bit weird, but I liked it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it or Hereditary, like I said. But to answer this question, I definitely would say Get Out. I probably should have won Best Picture, for me at least. But honestly, that was Three Billboards came out that same year, right? That could have won Best Picture, in my opinion.
I still haven't seen that one.
Was that the
Really?
Shape of Water one?
Yeah.
Shape of Water beat Dunkirk, Three Billboards, and Get Out.
Ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, I never saw Shape of Water, so
I did once. I don't remember it though.
yeah, I've never seen a Del Toro movie. I don't think I haven't seen the Hellboys. I still have to watch Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth, man.
I got the Criterion right over there.
I'm very
So-
happy you own that. Yeah, that made my day. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, he bought it, so he'll watch it sometime.
Yeah, I'll watch it maybe this week. I've been traveling across the country pretty much right
Yeah,
now.
I saw.
So yeah. But thanks for the question, Stranger Boy. The movie geeks in here says, "What's up? I'm at work. Just want to come by and say hi." Well, hopefully work's going well. Network 98, what's up? Tobin Bell, always in here, the actor that plays Jigsaw, making that weekly appearance here in the live stream.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. We also have KFC, Wendy's, and McDonald's. And wow, Burger King and Taco Bell. We've upped it.
Oh,
We've
I
got
just had
all
Burger
the
King today.
Look at that. We've got every fast food joint in the house right now. Where's Chick-fil-A and Zaxby's? But that's funny. Let's see. Cad Bane in here too, a Star Wars celebrity. Favorite twist and least favorite twist from an M. Night Shyamalan movie. So before we even answer this, have you guys seen Old, the new movie from M.
I
Night?
want to.
It's me and Jaren are different on it, dude. I think
We're
it's terrible.
completely opposite ends of the spectrum.
Terrible. Terrible.
I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that on Letterboxd. A lot of people are 50-50 with it. They love it or hate it.
Yeah, it's a 1.5 for me, honestly.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, garbage. But I won't spoil it. We won't spoil it just in case people haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But we just say the movie because I know a lot of people haven't seen the M. Night movies. I've only seen a handful of them. But for me, my favorite twist is Sixth Sense. It's just the original. And least favorite, I don't know.
Old.
The old one's pretty stupid, I think.
Okay.
But I won't say what it is. But The Happening, kind of a twist. It's just pretty. It's what exactly isn't the twist like the trees are behind it all or something like that? I forget that movie.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a terrible movie. But yeah, what would you say, Josh?
My favorite. Well, I'm gonna try to say something different, than what everybody else would say. The movie The Visit. When I saw that in theaters, and I won't spoil the twist, but it's a really good twist. I was just like,
it is.
Oh, damn.
I got spoiled for that one. I never saw the movie, but I remember I used to like. There was a period in my life where I didn't care about getting spoiled for movies. I don't know why. It was like 2013, probably around then. And I watched like I think it was like the Flick Picks video on it, so I know what happens at the end of the movie. But yeah, that was an interesting one.
Yeah, I don't know about my least favorite twist. I haven't seen like his real like bad movies with twists. I haven't seen The Happening or The Village or obviously Old.
Yeah, so, I know The Village twist too. Like I know most of them. I don't know anything.
Is good. You should check out The Village if you haven't seen it. That's actually a really good movie.
Okay, yeah, I want to check that one out. But
I haven't seen Signs.
Oh, come on now.
I don't know anything about it either.
Good one.
So
yeah, won't say nothing.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, I gotta watch that one.
Yeah.
I hear like early Shyamalan's better anyway. So
yeah,
his new stuff is like kind of garbage.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, in the chat here, thoughts on Namor in Wakanda Forever. So that's confirmed, right? Do you know that, Jaren? The hero Namor is going to be in it. It's pretty cool.
That.
Yeah,
I don't know too much about him.
I don't either. I think he's like sort of like Aquaman, but
okay.
should be cool. I don't know what they're going to do with that movie. I'm kind of nervous because you don't want to like taint the legacy of Black Panther.
They've also had like 3 different rewrites or something. Like that's a continuous news report is that they're going back and tweaking the script, which maybe that's a normal thing, but they're just it seems like they're reporting it more than normal.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see how that goes down. I'm nervous for that movie. I don't know how it's going to be received, but I hope it's good. Honestly, though, the first Black Panther, it's not even in my top 10 MCU movies. I don't know if you guys agree.
I thought it was good. I didn't think it was anything special, but it was still good.
Yeah, Best Picture nom. I don't know. Yeah. I think there were better superhero movies that year, but it is what it is. Let's see. Reagan Talks Movies. What's up? Carter Glenn, how you doing? Jason Carr. What's good? Glad to see you in here. The Movie Geek says Pan's Labyrinth and Shape of Water are both masterpieces. Ooh. So there's high praise for that movie in the chat now for Pan's Labyrinth.
Definitely Pan's Labyrinth. Shape of Water, I have to revisit. I saw that in theaters, so I don't remember much.
I was laughing my ass off. I was in your stream, Josh, and you said I mentioned Pan's Labyrinth, and you said Chris will probably give it like a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Yeah. I was laughing so hard. I didn't comment on it, but like because that's probably accurate. Like I feel like that's something I would do.
Oh yeah.
Just probably give it a 3 out of 5 and move on. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's great. Let's see. How do you feel about the recent Spider-Man No Way Home news? Was there recent news that I missed?
News?
I don't know.
We can talk about how posters?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's the fact that Sony is terrible and they blocked like all the Ghostbusters trailer reactions. Are they going to block these? I hope they don't.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I like this one. Favorite Scorsese movie? Mine is Goodfellas. What's yours, Josh?
I'm going to say we'll go Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street, yeah. That's top 3 for me. For sure.
Jaren,
what's yours?
I think Taxi Driver. Maybe that's stereotypical, but I love that movie.
Well, so we got like early and then late Scorsese. I love both those movies, but my favorite has to be The Departed. That is just a badass movie. It's got some of the best twists and turns, I think. And it honestly is one of the few movies where I was super shocked at the end. Like, I don't think anyone saw what happened in that movie from a mile away. And also, I think that 4 of those actors could have been nominated for supporting actor. Nicholson, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, and Leo. And Mark Wahlberg's the one who got the nomination, which is wild to me. Because Nicholson was damn good in that movie.
I would have given it to Leo, to be honest.
I think Leo's the best, but he also had Blood Diamond that year, so they didn't want to like. The reason they didn't do it, I think, is because he was already nominated in lead, which I think is stupid. Yeah. Like if you're the best of the year, it doesn't matter. You should just get nominated for whatever category.
Right.
Let's see. Who do you think is the most underrated Avenger and Star Wars character? Do you watch the MCU, Josh?
Well, I've seen all the movies like one time. I've seen them all once. I haven't seen any of those shows. Yeah. And I like the MCU. Like I'm not against it. I like it. I'll see every one that comes out, but like I don't I don't really follow it, as close as like I know you do, Chris.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're still good. I like Marvel movies.
Yeah. Let me think about this. So most underrated. Do you have one, Jaren?
This is hard, actually. Like, I have to think about it too.
Yeah. Most underrated adventure, I would say, like, if we're talking about just the heroes, I'd probably say Doctor Strange, even though he's not like technically probably an Avenger. I think that he's one of the coolest characters. Not a lot of love for him. Star Wars, underrated. Again, maybe like Jango Fett, I feel like. I don't know. That's kind of an outside the box answer, but I like Jango in Attack of the Clones. So there's that. Do you have any, Jaren?
I'll just go with Doctor Strange because I really like him.
Yeah.
That's also, like, to me, one of the most underrated movies in the MCU.
Yeah.
Star Wars, I really have no idea. I'm not as big on that as you are.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Eddie S is in here. Man, I love Eddie. I'm glad to see you in here.
What's up, Eddie?
I'm pumped as well. I'm probably gonna post on like my Instagram story in a second because I haven't done that. But let's see. Have you guys watched Disturbia? Awesome thriller. I have seen this movie. Have either of you seen Disturbia?
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's decent. It's honestly fun to make fun of. It's like the opening 5 minutes, I was laughing. It was supposed to be serious, but I was like laughing my ass off. Actually,
It's like modern day Rear Window, but just not as
Yeah.
good.
It's basically just the plot of Rear Window with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
As like this like horny teenager running around. It's very much Sam Witwicky from Transformers. That's basically what the role he's playing. And then you've got I forget who like the guy that lives across the street is. Like I don't remember the actor, but it's laughable at times. It's supposed to be scary. It's not at all.
I need to see it.
Yeah, you got to check it out.
I need to watch it instantly. I think I'm gonna watch that tonight.
You should just find it somewhere online and then watch it.
Yeah.
It's a fun time, but it's not a good movie in my opinion. But I know people who genuinely like it. Like they would give it like 4 out of 5. So I don't really know. I'm interested to see your Letterboxd review.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see tonight if I watch it.
You got to watch it. Let's see. Are you excited for Ghostbusters Afterlife? I honestly am, personally.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Like the trailer kind of gave me chills.
Mm-hmm.
Chills.
It looks like it's got the vibes of the classic one, even though I don't really like the classic one that much. It looks like the first one, that's one of my hot takes. The first Ghostbusters is okay.
I was about to say that. I don't think it's anything super spectacular. I think the people who love it the most are the ones that grew up with it.
Yeah.
And I will say, watching the trailer, like it does look like it's really well put together, and you feel the nostalgia, even though I didn't grow up in that period, obviously. But I'm hoping it does good. I also want to see Finn Wolfhard give a better performance than he did in The Turning, because that was atrocious.
I never saw that movie, but I saw the trailer like 10 times in theaters.
Don't waste your time.
Does anything happen? Like, is there any like resolution? Or no?
Absolutely not. No. And then there's like 3 endings, and none of them go anywhere.
Okay.
One of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll never watch that movie. I can tell from the trailer if I'm ever going to watch a movie. Like Snake Eyes, I'm not going to watch it. And I thought I was. I really wanted to. But it looks bland as hell. I don't really have any interest in it. G.I. Joe, the whole franchise was just not good to start with. So
no, not at all.
Yeah. Let's see. Favorite found footage movie? Mine is Spree. Is Spree that movie with Joe Keery from Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Did you watch that? I think you liked that, right, Jaren? I think I remember.
That one's pretty good. It's really cool.
Okay.
Leba likes that movie. He was talking to me about it. Yeah, I haven't seen it though.
I think they described it as like American Psycho meets something.
It's like American Psycho and Nightcrawler combined.
Oh wow! Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a damn good description right there.
I know.
So so that excites me. Maybe I'll have to look it up. I remember I saw the Blu-ray at Best Buy once for like $7. I just didn't buy it.
Wow, I would have.
Yeah, I didn't want to blind buy that day. I'm weird about blind buying. But found footage, I'm trying to think like what are like the go-to ones? Like Cloverfield, I've never seen that one.
Blair Witch. Blair
Witch is like, do you like it? Have you seen it?
No, I do. Like I enjoy it, but I don't give into the hype. It's not anything special.
Yeah, I watched it once and I was like,
same.
What the? I was just confused. Like I didn't really know what to say the whole time.
I think I would actually classify The Visit as a found footage. In some ways.
Is.
And it might actually be my favorite. That or a movie, I don't know if you guys have seen it, called The Taking of Deborah Logan.
I haven't heard of it.
They're trying to film this documentary of this old woman going through Alzheimer's and Parkinson's or something like that at the same time. And, like, she just deteriorates throughout the course of the movie, and it gets insane. Like, it's actually pretty well put together.
That sounds very interesting. I haven't seen it. I haven't even heard of it. Found footage, though, I don't think I'm very familiar with it. I'd have to say the answer is going to come to me. Like sometimes on these things, I'll have the answer come to me in the middle of the night. I'll wake up cold and sweaty, and I'll have a panic attack.
Yeah, but I remember. I know the answer now.
Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head, though. But I see we have a super chat in here from Jarrett Barkley saying, what does a new IP/franchise need to have to get the attention of people and create a new fan base? That's a really good question. I think, honestly, you just have to have like a great original concept, like something that I think could be the next big franchise if they do it right. Is the Uncharted movies, if they do it right, because I think the game's super successful. I love all the games. Yep. It's got like the adventure of Indiana Jones, the charisma of the cast, but you have to have the writing. I feel like the writing and the characters is really where it could make or break it, because didn't they try like what's it called, Lara Croft or something, and it like failed? I didn't even see that movie. So it has to have charisma, and you know, it's hard nowadays because everyone wants the name, like Fast and Furious, Star Wars, spin-offs, all these different things. I feel like you just have to have a great story, characters. I mean, you guys have anything to add to that, really?
Just take risks.
Risks, that's a good one.
Yeah. I'd say like you have to have likable characters. I mean, you want to go back to see more, right? You want to see him again, so that'd be one.
Oh, honestly, quotes. You know how many movies I watched with like my friend? I'm like, if I can't tell you at least 3 characters' names and like a few quotes, I didn't really love the movie. Like I have to be able to quote it, unless it's like A Quiet Place or something like that. Unless you know like sign language. But yeah, you got to be able to quote a movie. And if I don't remember the characters the day after I watch it, it's probably not a good movie.
Also, something that pisses me off about these new franchises and stuff, and these remakes or whatever it is, you gotta try to stray away from being super trendy to the time, because then it's just gonna be so outdated by the next year. It's crazy. Like don't like throw in a ton of Easter eggs and innuendos and all this crap to other stuff that people are obsessed with at the time. Just make it wholly original. Like create a new world, which I hope Dune does that. I think Dune will probably do that. I mean, I know that's based off books, but there's potential there.
The thing about Dune that I'm really curious to see is like everyone's hyping it up. I know all of us are going to see it, and a bunch of people and like the movie community are going to see it. But is it going to be a hit at the box office? I'm nervous. I don't know if it's actually going to hit.
Villeneuve never has really been that successful.
No.
That's what I'm worried about, because if it fails, like they're saying it's part 1 of 2 or 3, right? Mm-hmm. Are they going to get another one made? I don't know. Like everyone wants to say it's the next like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars hybrid. I would like to see that, because I generally do, but it has to make money.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Like, didn't 2049 bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That movie's so good.
It was like
another one I
haven't
haven't seen.
Most underseen movies of that year.
That's crazy.
I didn't see it. Yeah, I haven't even seen the original Blade Runner.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but people say that I can like skip it and watch the new one. So I don't know if I should watch Blade Runner and then.
I wouldn't. No.
Yeah.
There's like watch the original. Then there's like some animated like little thing that you watch beforehand. I don't know. My friend like sent me the link on YouTube to it.
Okay.
But yeah.
So like, which one would you recommend? Is it like the final cut? There's like 10 cuts of Blade Runner.
I
think it's called like the final cut. That's like the one that they promote to watch.
I think that's the one I watched. I just watched what my friends told me to watch. I think it was the final cut. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a final cut and a director's cut. I'm not really sure which one I watched.
Yeah. There's so many. You know, the other movie that has that is Apocalypse Now. There's like 30 versions of it.
Yeah, I didn't know which one to watch when I watched it.
I've never seen that movie.
One of them's like 4 hours, I think. It's like the Redux.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I just watched whatever the theatrical was, because it was my first time. So I was like, watch that. Yeah,
I've only seen it once, and honestly, this was 3 years ago now. I didn't love it like I wanted to, but I think it's a movie I'll need to revisit when I'm a little older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Abby Vlog says, "Have you seen Twilight? And what are your thoughts?" Twilight is honestly like a guilty pleasure type thing for me, in a weird way, because my girlfriend likes it so much. They're always on. Like she watches them with like the Pretty Much It track, you know, like Eric and them, and so it's like making fun of it. They are terrible movies, but kind of entertaining at the same time. I don't know how you guys feel.
Well, I used to go with my cousin to the theaters. Or my aunt, no, my aunt. She's like a young aunt though, but she used to take me to the theater to like see them when they all came out. But Have I revisited them since? No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that Robert Pattinson got the hell out of there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I watched the first one in 6th grade to have something in common with this girl I liked, and I hated it. And I don't remember anything about it, so I didn't continue to watch the rest, and I don't ever care to watch the rest. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about it.
I saw like which one was on the other day? Cam was watching it. It was like Breaking Dawn Part 1, and the CGI baby. There's a CGI baby. They didn't have a real baby because they wanted to match the look of like Edward and Bella, like combined. So there's a CGI child from the moment it's born. They keep CGIing it, so it's like a fake kid the whole time. It's really bonkers.
Goodness.
I want to look that up.
Horrible decision artistically.
That's hilarious. Wow.
Let's see. Someone says CDC Film says I'm late, but Raging Bull is my favorite. That's one on my watch list. I gotta watch.
That's my second favorite.
That's good.
It's amazing.
That's really good.
Yeah. That's one that De Niro won an Oscar for, right? I feel like he won.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Could be wrong. But yeah. Carter Glenn says I just watched Alien 1979. I thought it was a fantastic film. Definitely recommend if you have not seen it. I agree.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yep.
Watched that for the first time on 100 Movies last year, and it was one of my favorites. It was probably in like the top 10 of all those movies I watched through. And
Nice.
Aliens is damn near just as good, I'd say. That's a damn good
yeah,
movie.
I
I think it's better.
I've only seen each of them once. I want to rewatch them. And Alien 3 is shit. I hated that movie. But Aliens, a lot of fun. Bill Paxton, and it's got more of the action. So I don't know. Alien though, like the first one, that's like one of the best movies from the 70s, I think. And I haven't seen every 70s movie, but that's like a really great movie.
I agree. So good.
Let's see. Jason Carr with the super chat. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate the continued support in these streams. What is everyone's favorite movie of all time? Jaren, you have the floor. You can say more than one. I know you have a few.
Okay, I have two that always compete. They go back and forth for me, and it's really hard for me to decide. The one that I've been most open with saying is my favorite is The Shawshank Redemption. I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the few perfect movies ever made. But then the other one is Nightcrawler, which that is the movie that I watched that like made me get into movies and stuff like that. It's one of my most rewatched. I love Jake Gyllenhaal in that movie. So yeah, they're always fighting back and forth, but either of those definitely.
Yeah, it's funny. Which one? Shawshank I've seen, I think 2.5 times. It's a movie that whenever it's on TV, you kind of have to watch it. If you even have TV.
Yeah.
Which half did I watch? Yeah. The second half. Half.
Okay.
All right.
Damn good ending. It hooked me like, I forget exactly. I think it's like when he plays the music, when he plays the music over like the PA system. I think that's like near when they get like the beer on the roof. And then it's like somewhere around then.
Yeah.
And then just like the last 30 to 45 minutes of that movie is some of the best like ever. When he rips the poster, when the warden rips the poster down, that is chill inducing. I freaking love that scene.
Yeah.
But what about you, Josh? Favorite movie? Do you have one?
Yeah, my favorite movie is I'm kind of biased because it got me into like film. It made me like, want to see more. It's Rocky, the original.
Ooh,
That's
I
a
love
good
Rocky,
one.
dude. Love Rocky.
It's motivational. Every time I'm like, dang, I gained like 15 pounds. Let me go lose that. I'll always watch it the night before and then wake up and I'm like, all right, let's get this, But it's a perfect film, in my opinion. Just the whole story behind it too. I mean, it's genius, classic movie.
Dude, I love that movie. I remember I bought it on DVD at Target back in the day for like $5 because I used to spend my money on that. And I came home and watched it with like my family, and my dad obviously had seen it growing up. And immediately after, I went for a run and I started lifting weights in my basement.
It makes you want to lose weight. I swear.
Like dead ass, I went and I wanted to get like a punching bag. I still, if I need to get hype, I'll watch that movie. I'll listen to Gonna Fly Now by like Bill Conti, I think, when I run, and I'll just play it on a loop. And like when it gets to like the last 30 seconds of that song, I'll start sprinting like a dumbass and I'll be out of breath. But dude, it is badass. Like that movie, it's amazing. And I think I've seen all of them. Yeah, I've seen all of them at least twice. Nice. Rocky 5 sucks, but like all the sequels are pretty good. And Creed 1 and 2 I like a lot.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Yeah. Creed 3 I'm interested to see, but that's a topic for another time.
Yeah.
Right here, my favorite movie of all time, Star Wars, the original. It's just I need to make a video essay about that probably, but it's the movie that I've seen the most in my entire life. it's like responsible for my love of Star Wars just because it created Star Wars. I've gushed about it a lot before, but if I had to do some non-franchise movies, I'd probably say Remember the Titans. I love that movie a lot. Like I quote it almost on the daily. And then of course there's a bunch of other ones, Tarantino movies and stuff like that. But it's always hard to narrow down. I don't have like a set in stone top 10.
Yeah, no,
I can't do that. I just couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see in the chat here. Movies and Train Studio says just posted my review for Disturbia. I can understand why people wouldn't like it, but I had a blast with it. The hype's kind of getting real then in the chat.
I know. Disturbia, come on now.
Yeah. Stranger Boy says, have you seen We Were Soldiers? Yes.
That's the one with
Actually,
Mel
Gibson,
right?
Mel Gibson, yeah. And who else is in that?
Oh, goodness.
I know the guy that plays Gary Bertier from Remember the Titans is in it. Very briefly. So that's cool.
I saw it, but I don't remember anything about it, to be honest.
Yeah, same kind of. Like
It's
I used to have the DVD. But yeah, violent.
Damn violent movie. Like up there with Hacksaw Ridge. Like there's a scene, where like they have flamethrowers. It's super violent, but I like it a lot. It's one that I grew up like. My dad likes war movies, so I watched it on like TV a few times. AMC, I think, was the channel. They would have like Memorial Day movie marathons, and I watched it then. Really solid though. Like it's not talked about a lot. I don't know if Mel Gibson directed it, but he was definitely in it.
I don't think he directed that one, but yeah, he's in that one.
Yeah. Jurassic Park's my favorite movie of all time. Jurassic Park's great. I feel like
a good one.
The franchise, though, it has one good movie. That's the only bummer for me.
Jurassic Park. I got a funny story with that movie. Back in the Cinecreep channel days, I had actually never seen Jurassic Park, and I was going to do a Steven Spielberg movie night with somebody else in the community. Mm-hmm. And I had put it on, and like I recorded for like 10 minutes. Like I just fast forwarded through, and I still have not watched it. But I made a movie night, and I'm like, I love this movie so much. Like I just watched it for the first time.
Oh man, that's great.
It's
Have you ever like done that with more than one movie, where you're like, say, you've seen it when you haven't? Is that kind of what that was?
No, that's the only movie I've said I've seen that I haven't.
I used to do that a lot because I was afraid of what people would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's like this idea people have in their heads. Well, you're making a channel about movies and you haven't seen this all-time classic. You're disqualified.
Yeah. I think I used to say like if I was talking to like a girl, like I would try and act like I'd seen like all of them way back in like high school just to be like the tough guy, but it really doesn't matter. It's stupid. I know that Cam lied to me. She said that she had seen like Pulp Fiction. Like it's not that big of a deal if you haven't seen it.
Has she still not seen Pulp Fiction?
No.
Is that your next reaction video then?
We might. She hasn't seen Fight Club. I think that's a bigger deal than that. She hasn't seen Rocky.
Rocky
that's
first.
the one.
That is
Rocky.
priority.
We're doing Rocky. Yeah. The thing is, we turned on Rocky when we were 18, and she was like, the opening was happening where he was just like walking down the street and you hear the guy going, "Take you back." Do, 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 do. And she was like, this is boring. I was like,
she got bored.
It's fucking the beginning of the movie. It literally just started. What? Like, I think we had some people over too, so no one was really paying attention. But I mean, it's Rocky. You gotta respect the classic.
Yes.
But yeah, let's see. Favorite movie? Someone says Goodfellas. I like Goodfellas. I've seen it once though, not more than once. I gotta rewatch it. I was talking about the other day. There was a helicopter over the beach. I was like, it's like that scene in Goodfellas when he's all coked out and he's like tripping and he sees like the helicopter.
That's funny.
Empire's a great movie. Rocky did win Best Picture. That is correct.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. We already talked about Ghostbusters Afterlife. Eddie says, when somebody asks why you still collect physical media, what do you respond? I want to hear your answer first, Josh, because I know that you are the Bluetooth guy.
You know what? My answer is always it's a problem.
It's an addiction, man.
It's an addiction. No, but like also like what do you do when you have no like internet? You know, if you have no internet, how are you going to stream the movie? That's a good reason. I honestly feel like it's an addiction.
Yeah.
To be honest, for the most part, like some movies I know I don't have to buy, but if I'm there and I see it and I just grab it and then there goes money.
Yes. Totally fair, because I remember I used to just do it to DVD. Like I started with DVDs because that's, I didn't have Blu-rays for a while. And then I started watching YouTube videos, and that's when my addiction took off. I would see people like Like you're the reason for my downfall. I'm just playing.
No,
It was
I'm
the flick pick's the reason for everything.
Yeah.
I watched him, and he would go and have all these Blu-rays with like slipcovers, and I'd be like, I want to have the same movies that he has. So
same. I would actually go through like back in like when I first started collecting movies, I would go through his collection video and write down like the ones like I should own because he's talking about it. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. And he had like the cool slipcovers like that were cool when I started collecting. They were like out of print, you know. He had like the Star Trek slipcover, like the white one, and the Dark Knight slipcover. Like I remember finding that Dark Knight slipcover. I still have it. I remember finding it in like an FYE, and I was like, oh, it's the one the Flip Pick had. So but yeah. Is your reason just addiction, Jaren?
I don't know. I think a lot of it does attribute to YouTube as well. I don't remember exactly how like I first came across them, but the first ever BlueTuber I watched was, I don't know if you guys know the channel, Wasting Money 1.
Yeah, he's
you guys
he's
know that
classic.
guy?
I have his phone number in my phone still.
Oh, really?
Dude, yeah, that's is his name John?
Yeah, John.
Yeah. I remember
I watched
especially their Black Friday videos. Like those were always my favorite. And then when he stopped posting, I was like so upset. But it was him. And then I found the Flick Pick. And then like my birthday that year, I got like a $50 gift card, and I went to a place here called Movie Stop, and I just bought as many DVDs as I could. And from that point, I just kept collecting it. And also, I like got a bunch of digital stuff on like Ultraviolet. And then I think they went out of business, and I lost all of it. So I just doubled down on it because I'm like, this digital stuff is not my own. I don't own this stuff. I want a physical copy that I can hold in my hand.
Right.
Yeah. Funny you mentioned like the codes. I used to sell them. I think Josh sold them too. But I found that out through like Alex Leba. He would always mention I sold my code or whatever. So he would be like, I bought this, but I sold the code, so I only spent $7. Yeah. And I messaged him on Instagram a long time ago before I ever had anything. I was like, what's up, man? How do you sell codes? And he was like, there's this Google thing. And I went in like this community. Yeah. So I guess I was learning the ways a long time ago.
Yeah, that was back in the day. I made like over $1,000 doing that back in the day. It's bad, but I don't do that now. I have a Voodoo collection now, just in case. You know, it's like a backup thing. I have like 700 on there. So
yeah, for sure. That's a ton. If I kept all my digital codes, like never sold them or trashed them, because I would just trash them sometimes. I wouldn't even like download them. I would have a lot more movies. Yeah, a lot more. Like I think I still have like the Bond code maybe of like all of the movies. I don't know what I did. But yeah, addiction is real. I see we have some super chats in here. Cam says, hello, I love you. Love you too, Cam. And then Trevor's in here saying, what is up, boys?
What's up,
How you
Trevor?
doing? Wish you could be on here right now, but I know you're a busy working man. And then Cam sent $5 to say hi, Trevor. Well, thank you, Cam. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Let's see. I'm sure the money will go back to you anyway. Let's see. I lost my spot somewhere down here. Oh, Chris, do you prefer the Saw Steelbook or the Spiral Steelbook? I prefer the Saw Steelbook, the one with it's got like the plastic cover. They both have the plastic cover, but the Spiral physical media release game was weak. It was really weak. The best of the three was actually the Blu-ray slipcover, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed.
What?
100%.
Really?
100%. The 4K one, nasty.
I love this.
I have that, and I think it's fine. I take it over the freaking yellow and green like slipcover for the 4K.
Yeah.
The Saw Steelbook though is absolutely beautiful. You're right.
I love
would
that.
Pick that too.
It's a piece of art. I love a good steelbook, and that's one of the best that we've seen recently. But Lewis with the super chat saying, "Hey Cam and Trevor." Well, I appreciate it. Keep them coming, guys. I appreciate the support. I know you all are the community here. I just love growing it, and we're gonna have some new people on here in like 20-ish minutes. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I always lose my spot when I click on a super chat. Oh, here's a good one. Or someone said my favorite film of all time is Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump I love it. I have the poster. It's not up, but it's over there on the wall because I have some extra posters. Forrest Gump is overhated. Like people hate this movie for what? Yeah. I don't get it. It's a classic. It's one of my most rewatched movies in my entire life.
It's a classic. I think it's hated because like I feel like so many people have like heard so much about it. Like they've always heard like, oh, it's so good, it's so good. So then they watch it and they're like, oh yeah, you know, it was all right. But I grew up watching it. I love it. It's a masterpiece.
I think it's good. I've never been like a huge, massive fan of it. Maybe I'm also salty because I feel like either Pulp Fiction or Shawshank should have won Best Picture that year over that movie. But it's still good. I don't hate it. I think it's very well made.
I remember watching it when I had just turned like 13 when the first time I ever saw it. And like it was one of the few movies where I genuinely teared up. Like I was like watching it with my parents. I was trying not to like cry in front of them. I didn't want to be viewed as weaker. But like, yeah, it's pretty emotional at the end there when he's like, I love you, Jedi. And he's like sitting there and his voice quivers. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to cry.
Yeah.
But let's see. There was a question here I liked. Where was it? We'll just go back up here. Best Don Cheadle movie, and you can't say any MCU movies. I have one, but I'll let you guys go first. Do you know any other Cheadle movies, really?
I'm looking them up on Letterboxd.
Mine for sure. 5 out of 5. Best PTA movie, Boogie Nights. He's in Boogie Nights. He's a side role in Boogie Nights, but I freaking love that movie. And it's almost been a year since I watched it for the first time, so I got to rewatch it.
That opening scene is a masterpiece.
I thought I saw it. I don't think I've ever seen Boogie Nights.
It's perfect. I was talking about it at the beach. There's like a scene with Alfred Molina who's playing like a drug dealer. That's one of my favorite scenes from like the 90s. It's damn good. Someone says Boogie Nights is phenomenal. Absolutely. If you have to watch it, Jaren, if you haven't seen it,
It's so good.
Soon.
Yeah,
like, honestly,
sure.
soon. It's an epic type movie. It's like 2.5 hours, but it has like Tarantino vibes. I know that's a thing that people always say, but it genuinely does to me.
Dirk Diggler.
Yeah, Dirk Diggler, Reed Rothschild, all these different these names. It's something else.
Recently, he was in No Sudden Move from David Soderbergh, and he did really good in that. That's probably his best role in years. But my favorite, it's a small role, but I just love the movie. Have you guys seen The Family Man with Nick Cage?
No.
Yeah, I have. I have actually.
Do you like that movie?
I thought it was solid. It was good. I gave it like a 3 out of 5.
I love that movie, and he plays like the sort of guy who sort of like shows Nick Cage.
Oh
different
yeah,
reality.
he does.
He's the kind of guy who drives up in the car and just like, this is how it's gonna be. And he's funny, but he's just so charismatic. I love Don Cheadle and everything, but yeah, that's probably the two that I would pick.
Yeah, what else do I know him from? Hotel Rwanda, but I haven't seen that movie. I just seen clips of it. I saw Ken. I missed this earlier. This was Ken from Mid-Level Media. He says, "What's up, guys? Rocky music score soundtrack's the only thing I used to listen to in the gym. Nothing hypes you up more." I agree. And yeah. I have the Tiger from I think that's the third Rocky. I throw that on, and then I throw in the I'm Gonna Fly Now, and then maybe some like Rocky 4 music if I'm feeling it. So,
oh yeah, okay, yeah, no, for sure. It's
so great. Let's see. The Breakfast Club's my favorite movie. What do you guys think of The Breakfast Club?
I love it.
I love
Masterpiece. One of my favorite coming of age movies. I grew up with it.
Great coming of age movie. I think it's just slightly overhyped though. I think that I think there's better coming of age movies like like Dazed and Confused. I know they're a little different, but Dazed and Confused is like that's the GOAT coming of age movie for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Scream, he mentioned Scream here as well. Scream I feel like enough people have seen it nowadays. I know a lot of people have, but damn good. I can't wait for the 5th one. That's one of the few like horror franchises where I've seen them all.
Yeah, me too. Many times. Scream's my favorite horror film.
Really?
Yeah. I actually have a bootleg Blu-ray that has the it has like the cut that they had, like the NC-17 cut where they had to like cut to make it just rated R.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, yeah, I got it from some dude who ended up disappearing from the internet. But yeah, I have it and I watched it. It's just a few just scenes are extended more, like the outside scene when the boyfriend's outside or whatever in the opening. Like you see like his guts like spill out of his stomach.
Wow.
And then there's just a few extended parts. It's like 3 minutes longer.
I wish that was like up to the public right now, but we'll probably never see it.
No, probably not.
Yeah. But I really do like Scream. I watched it. I've seen it twice. I watched it for the first time 2019, I think, and then I watched it again last year. I'll probably watch it every year. And Cam hasn't seen that one, so we're definitely doing a reaction to that in October. She doesn't know anything about it. I can't wait to make that video.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. And she hasn't seen Halloween, so we're gonna do that one too. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
So there's a lot of horror. No, she hasn't seen a lot. She's seen like no horror, and I am like a horror virgin too. Like I watched these for the first time like 2 or 3 years ago. So it'll be fun. It's gonna be a fun one. And we're gonna watch. I'm gonna make her watch at least the original Halloween 2018, and then we're gonna see the new one in theaters.
Sweet.
Because I'm excited for that. It looks pretty badass. Lewis says, do you think Yelena will be one of the main Avengers in the future? Yeah, I think she needs to be, dude. The people love her. I love her. Florence Pugh's a megastar. You got to put her in the forefront, in my opinion. You got to. It's a must. But let's see. I'm going to skip up in the chat a little bit. Did you see the trailer for King Richard? That's Will Smith. I have not. I hear that there's Oscar buzz, but I feel like anytime there's freaking a Will Smith movie, it's like, oh my gosh, it's his comeback movie. He's going to win an Oscar. And it's like, no, he played like the genie. So I don't know. I don't know if he's ever going to win an Oscar, but we'll see. Haven't seen the trailer. No desire to, really. Maybe I'll watch it. Where was I in the chat? Ooh, La La Land or Whiplash? What is for everyone?
Whiplash.
It's Whiplash. And it's tough. I have the Whiplash poster over there and the La La Land poster over there. But Whiplash is more rewatchable. It's more quotable, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah. And it's hilarious. It's really hilarious.
It's so funny, honestly.
It's a funny ass like dark comedy. It really is.
They're both perfect in my opinion, though.
Agreed. Do you like La La Land, Josh?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I almost had like a tear coming out of my eye in the theaters.
Yeah. What do you think of First Man?
Love it. Masterpiece.
Yeah.
I think it's good, but I feel like there's some issues a little bit with it for sure. It's a little bit too long. You can cut that thing down a little bit. And I mean, it's good. I'm gonna leave it there. It's good.
Yeah, I think it's solid. I remember I gave it like a 7.5 out of 10. It's a little too long, and the performances weren't as outgoing as I wanted. I know it's supposed to be a more subtle movie, but I still think Gosling, the character, I guess he's playing Neil Armstrong, right? He's just very stoic almost. He's just kind of like, yeah. He doesn't really have a lot of emotion, so that's just who is playing. He does a good job with it. The space stuff was riveting, but it's really, it's a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a feat to get through, in my opinion. Like, I felt pretty drained when the movie ended.
That is the first and only movie that I've ever thrown up during.
Wow.
Because
really?
that
you did tell me that, yeah.
The scene in space where the ship is just like spinning in circles super fast, and like it's like he's about to crash or something like that. I just was watching it and I was like following it along, and I got so sick I had to run out.
Damn.
But yeah.
That's crazy.
I got like nauseous once. It was like Fernbank Museum in Atlanta. You know what that is, Jaren?
No, I don't.
It's like this like dinosaur stuff, and it's like just a museum. And they have this big IMAX thing with like dinosaurs, and I was like 5 and I got like really sick from it. But
really?
Other than that, I was fine. I saw Endgame in IMAX and I was fine. Cam says plot twist. I've never seen any movie ever.
Dun, dun,
I don't think she has seen a Tarantino. I don't think she's seen, I don't know what other directors that are big. I don't think she likes Wolf of Wall Street, which is cool. I mean,
do you feel like she would like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Jesus, Cam, $30 says, okay, wow. Cam, just emptying the bank account on me. I appreciate it, Cam. I'll come back to your stream next time you do it and return the favor, of course. But what was I going to say? No, I think she might be bored with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I know a lot of people are. Yeah, and the people, they're just inferior. They don't understand the art. I have the poster right there. That's my favorite Tarantino movie. And I know that's Mine too. What the hell? Like what? Like it took me so long to get there to say that because I felt like I had to put Bastards and Pulp Fiction above it. Yep. But like literally, it's the most entertaining to me. I could just watch I could watch a 20-hour cut of the movie.
Have you got the book
just
yet?
Watch them walk around. I have not.
Dude, get it and read it. It's so good, especially when it comes to Cliff. Like, there's a lot of stuff. Like, they even go into stuff like his favorite movie directors. It's just stuff that doesn't really matter. But if you're already a fan of the movie, you're going to absolutely be obsessed with it.
I know that he, like, I watched him, like, on the Joe Rogan podcast because I was really curious to see him talk about it. He said that there's literally, like, a 20-minute scene that they would have put in the movie where, like, Rick and Cliff go to, like, a restaurant and they're interacting with, like, their favorite, like, other stars, and they're just talking to them. Like, that's stuff that I would love to see on a director's cut, or even if they chopped it up and put it on Netflix. I would love to see something like that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. By the way, honestly, I think I'm just going to have them hop in. I think we can fit 6 people in a stream, right?
Yep.
Sure.
I mean, I'm enjoying this.
10.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, whenever they're right, I don't know if they're watching. I think I'll text one of them right now. But yeah, let's just keep it going. I'm having a good time. Speaking of the devil, right as I said that, I think Jack just hopped in, but I'm gonna wait a second because I'll put up in the next question real
Cam
quick.
says let her join.
Cam, maybe later. She'll want to get in here. She's probably, you know her.
I think she's paid her ticket.
I think we might have to let her in. We might have to let her in for a bit. But I'm going to throw in Jack right now. Jack, how you doing?
Let me in.
What's up?
How you doing, man? Happy, what day is it? Wednesday?
Today is Wednesday.
It's hump day. How you doing?
My dudes. Good. Long day. NBA draft tomorrow. Getting ready for that. But good. Tired, but happy to be here chilling.
Yeah. I like that Dune poster. That's
I was
dope.
just about to say
that
is
really
nice.
Cool.
Thank you. Got that at the reveal event thing.
Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, we're just chilling, hanging out. You know how it is. Answering the questions that people are asking. Let's see. Cam says she wants to hop in for 5 minutes. Should we let her in?
You got to let the bestie in.
We have to let her in. All right. I'll send her the link. But let me find a question for us to talk about while I do that. Drop some good questions in the chat, by the way. I'm very lost right now.
La La Land.
Over Whiplash?
Ooh.
3-1. You're
It's
down
my
3-1.
favorite movie of all time, so whatever.
That's fair.
That's very fair.
Let's see. Return of the King or Endgame? While I invite Cam, you guys can talk amongst yourselves about that.
Ooh. I'm gonna say Return of the King, 100%. The Lord of the Rings movies. I watched those for the first time, and that movie, when I got to it, I was like, just there's nothing like it. I don't know. And I'm not the hugest MCU fan, like you guys are. So,
yeah. Jaren, what about you?
I gotta go Endgame. If anybody knows me, you'd know that I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'm not saying they're bad. I think they're very, very well made. It's just not my cup of tea. Endgame, I love it. It's not my favorite MCU movie, but it's definitely an impressive feat what they were able to pull off. So I definitely have to go with that every day of the week.
Yeah, and Jack, I already know your answer, I think.
I was about to say, give me Endgame every day of the week. I was literally about to say that verbatim. Give me Endgame every day of the week. I mean, La La Land just trumped that as my favorite. So
yeah,
I think there's no doubt there.
I'll take Endgame, but it's just because I grew up more with the MCU than Lord of the Rings. I like Lord of the Rings, but it's not a rewatch thing for me, really. I know that offends people. I know it upsets Trevor from Film Geeks, but it is the way that it is. That's just how I am. I just sent the link to Cam. She might hop in. She said she's in cosplay. I'm interested to see what she's in right now. But let's see. I have no clue. Where the hell am I? Somewhere in this chat. Oh, there I am. All right. So let's see. By the way, I saw someone mention, someone said Chris Stuckman, a nostalgia critic. Isn't it crazy how far Chris Stuckman's come? I love him so much. He's goated. Like
he's the literal goat. Like
he's the goat.
He's like the literal goat.
Yeah. Very cool guy. Very nice.
You got to meet him that one time, right, Josh?
Yeah, I did. I got to meet him, and he shot a clip for like my video I did at his event. Yeah. It was pretty sweet.
He did like the intro in like your style, right?
Oh yeah, he did the outro. It was like a little after scene, and he's like, "Whoa, I'm on the Cinecreep channel," and I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah, that's awesome. He seems like a super chill guy,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just happy to see him succeed like that. Mm-hmm. I like this one. Do you think the Suicide Squad will pass $100 million in the first week?
No. We are not in those times anymore.
Yeah, I agree because I don't even think Black Widow did, and like that I think is more of like a marketable thing in my opinion. So, and I know that it had the Disney Plus $30 thing to go with it. And is this going on HBO Max for free?
Yeah.
Okay, then no way. Yeah.
No.
It's
I don't
not.
think any movie is hitting that for a long time, not because of the quality of the movie, just because
the way things are.
People aren't seeing movies right now.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, especially with all of the stuff like that's now coming to light even now. New mask mandates, who knows where we're going to be in a month,
Yeah.
We're in such an unknown period right now. So,
yes. It's going to be interesting to see. By the way, I think Cam just popped up at the bottom. Let me add her real quick. She's in a cosplay. Let's see if we can add 5 people. Look at how tiny we are. Hello.
Woo-hoo.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey,
Excellent.
Natasha.
What's poppin'?
How you doing?
Thanks for letting me in. I feel so special.
You're very welcome. I didn't know we had a celebrity in our presence with Black Widow.
Enough of that.
and my best friend in the whole world who I've never really interacted with ever besides like chats. Like that's it.
Hey, Misty. What's up?
We're just answering. We were talking about the Suicide Squad. Is it going to pass $100 million? And we all said no.
In the first week.
In the first week, yeah, in the first week.
I have no concept of how movies do in the box office. I really don't.
I think Black Widow without the Disney Plus had like 79 million, maybe around 70 to 80 million.
Then probably not.
Yeah, it's probably not going to. But let's see. Back to the questions. The Hangover is Godzilla says The Hangover is my favorite comedy. I've seen half The Hangover.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I've seen it one time.
Have you seen it, Jack?
I've seen 0 of The Hangover.
0 of them? Yeah. I don't know if I ever really have the desire. I have one of them on Blu-ray because I got a bunch of free Blu-rays. But I have not actually seen it. Ooh, Alex Tucker says, have any of you seen The Devil All the Time?
Yep.
Starring Tom Holland and etc. And who? Sebastian Stan. They had to throw that in there, Cam.
He's in the movie.
I know. He is, but they just could sense your presence and they had to put his name there.
No, he's in the movie. He's very important. I've seen it. It was fine.
It's not my favorite. I think I gave it like a 3.
Again.
Yeah. Have you seen it, Josh?
I haven't even seen. I've never heard of it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's got. I mean, Pattinson is the best performance, I think. Personally,
he did really good
in that movie. It's dark as hell, though. In the first 45 minutes, you don't see any of the actors that are mentioned there, so it's really kind of off-putting in that sense.
Yeah,
I wish that they had almost cut that down or out of the movie because it's a drag to get to the part where everyone else shows up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just my 2 cents, though. Let's see. Cam. The Matrix review. Or is The Matrix 4 coming out this year? Does anyone know that for sure?
I think the end of the year. It's either the end of the year or the beginning of next year.
Okay.
There's been like very minimal promotion for it. I almost forgot about it.
Yeah, I just found out they were making one, to be honest, like 2 days ago. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Keanu, though, I mean, he's on fire right now with that, and then John Wick 4, which I don't really like the John Wick movies. I know that upsets at least Jack. I don't know if
that's just wrong.
Yeah. How do you feel about them, Jaren?
I like them like the first time, especially like 3. I saw it in IMAX. I was like, wow, this is great. Then I bought the 4K and I rewatched it. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Like it's not very rewatchable in my opinion.
No. The 4th one, I don't know what they could do. Like, are they just going to keep trying to up the stakes, kind of like Mission Impossible or something?
Most likely.
Yeah.
Interesting. Ask some questions though in the chat. Did you say you're gonna dip, Cam?
No, I said another movie I haven't seen.
Oh, yeah. You haven't seen the first Matrix, right? Or John Wick?
I haven't seen any of The Matrix.
We have a long list of movies to do some reactions to, is what it sounds like.
Do I need to watch The Matrix? Is that important?
The first one's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
The first one's pretty good. Let's see.
There's a lot of movies.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my favorite movie of 2019, Alex says.
Respect.
Yeah.
I think looking back, it might actually be mine over the likes of Avengers Endgame, which I know is wild. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood ages like fine wine, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And Cam, you have to watch that still.
I've seen bits of it because I had to watch through it. I had to like scrub through it to get clips of Margot Robbie. But I haven't seen the whole movie, but I've seen clips of it.
Yeah. I was saying earlier, you might be bored by it.
I was here. I heard.
Oh, I didn't realize you were listening when I said that. Let's see. Ooh, what do you think the best comic book movie of 2021 will be?
Eternals.
Eternals. Okay.
Give me that Chloe Zhao magic.
Jared?
The Suicide Squad.
Really?
I'm
it has like
hoping.
100 on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah. Josh, do you have any input on that, or do you really care?
You know what? I'll see them all. I'll watch them all. Yeah. I don't know.
No Way Home.
Count?
No Way Home.
No Way Home. Oh,
No Way Home.
It's
For
not
me.
going to be the best.
It's
I
not
mean,
Really?
I
It's
think
gonna
it
be
might
so
be.
bloated.
That's my most anticipated, but it's not going to be the best.
It's also my most anticipated, but I don't think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be entertaining, but I don't think it's going to be good.
Eternals, guys. Chloe Zhao just won Best Director.
Perhaps.
I mean,
perhaps. Honestly, It could be Shang-Chi for all we know.
Richard Madden.
I still have not seen a trailer of that movie. I'm glad I've avoided it this far. But like,
Shang-Chi?
yeah.
Wow, you didn't watch the trailer.
No, I said I'm not gonna watch a trailer for
Okay.
this movie. I want to go in fully surprised.
All right. I respect
Okay.
it. I did that with one movie only, and that was Avengers Infinity War. Well, I watched the first one, then I said, I didn't watch anything after that. So if it came on in theater, I would get up and walk out.
Really?
They only have 2 trailers for Shang-Chi out right now. And the second one they released today, and it's like 90% the same footage of what they've already released. So I think
only like a
they've
minute,
kind of
so-
learned their lesson with Black Widow. And the advertisement for Shang-Chi will be kind of limited.
That's good.
Like they're going to
though.
advertise
I like
it, but
that.
not as many clips and stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
I think Marvel needs to realize that people are going to watch the movies.
Yeah.
Like people are going to be there, so just chill.
Yes.
I hope, honestly, I hope to God that they go this entire time without releasing one trailer for No Way Home. As much as we want to see it, I think that would be the coolest
I
thing
really
ever.
hope they do. Because from what I've heard,
That's not bad.
from the things I've heard from my sources, I really hope they don't.
You've got sources? Wow.
I have sources.
Insider info.
Wow. Can you give
Um,
us any scoops?
Absolutely.
I
not.
have scoops.
I've got a red dot on my chest right now. If I say something, a sniper's gonna
I
get
think
taken out.
if they do, which they will put out a trailer. And when they
They
do,
will.
it won't have any of like the things that like we think will be in it. Like
I don't think it's gonna have Andrew or Toby. We know what you're
it
talking
wouldn't
about.
have
I
Andrew
don't,
Toby.
I don't think
Yeah,
they're gonna be in
no.
a trailer, but I think that they will hint at them. Like
At most,
perhaps.
it's gonna have Electro and
Yes.
Doc Ock in it. It won't even have Green Goblin. If Green Goblin's in the movie, like it won't have any of that.
Right,
I don't
because
know.
they're confirmed, So
I think those toy leaks really kind of screwed some stuff up. for
Yeah, for real. That was annoying. Why do
What
they
do you guys
post
think
stuff
of
like that?
the suits for No Way Home?
I think they're
them. They look
tacky.
fine.
I hate them so much.
I don't really
Yeah.
care.
They anger me. I collect
Uh,
every single Spider-Man Funko Pop, and I didn't order any of the No Way Home pops.
I won't either. Like, especially the black and gold one. Everybody's been like raving about it and saying
No.
that it reminds him of like Miles Morales. I think that's an insult to Miles Morales'
Absolutely.
costume.
Absolutely.
I don't think it hints at him coming in the movie at all. Like,
honestly, like if they're hinting at the fact that Doctor Strange put some kind of like spell on Spidey's
That's-
suit, that's kind of like I don't know how I feel
That's
about that because it
annoying.
looks like it could be
Spider-Man-
inspired by that.
That-
No,
that
that's exactly
one
what it is. It has like
kinda
Doctor
sucks.
Strange like wraps or whatever. Spider-Man isn't supposed to do magic.
That one with like
No.
the blue stuff, like whatever the blue. That's kind of sus. I
I
don't
hate
really, I
it.
didn't really like that.
Who knows? We'll see. All right. So Reagan Talk Movie says pumped for Free Guy.
I am too. I've
Jaren.
heard but good things about it.
I'll go to Jaren first with Free Guy.
yeah, I'm
Are
seeing.
you
it-
excited for this?
I'm excited. I'm seeing it on Monday.
Okay.
It's. I don't know if I'm excited, but I'm looking forward to it. Like, I hope it's good. They've been advertising that trailer for how many years now? It feels like 2 years.
A while.
It's been a
Multiple. I mean,
long
that's a lot
time.
of these movies. We've seen the trailers for like so long, and the movie just like never comes out. That's how it feels with, notably, No Time to Die. I feel like that movie just
Oh,
never
yeah.
comes out. Like what? It's crazy,
But I hope it's good.
yeah. I mean, I'm kind of excited. Jack, are you excited for Free Guy?
Yeah. I mean, I love Ryan Reynolds, so like I went and saw Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, and it was not a great movie, but I watched for Ryan Reynolds, and he was good in it. Yeah, I mean, I've heard the good praise for it, and I go and see everything now, so I'll definitely be
Yeah.
there to check it out.
There you go.
Are you gonna check that one out, Josh?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
For sure. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I think Ryan Reynolds is just the man. So
Yeah, I love Ryan Reynolds.
Taika as well. I wish that he was like directing. I don't know who's directing that movie. Does anyone here know off the top of their head?
No, I don't.
Not off
No.
the top of my head.
Sorry, Ewan is messaging me right now. I'm about to send him over the link.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna leave. Give you
all right.
my spot. Thanks for letting me join. I hope you
For
have a good
sure.
time. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sit in and listen, but
Bye, Beth.
Bye,
Have,
everybody.
have fun making more TikToks.
See
I
ya,
will.
Cam.
Bye.
See ya. All right, so I'm gonna send the link to Ewan now. We're just making this an extravaganza. I was like, originally, I'm gonna like split you guys up. Let's just keep it going. If you guys need to leave at any time, you can just say something. It won't be awkward. You can just be like, "Yo, I gotta head out." I'll be like, "All right, cool." cool. But honestly, let's run it all night.
I'm
let's
not gonna
see.
be here all night. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I got a long night tomorrow night, so.
Anyway, I lost where I was completely in the chat, so I'm kind of just gonna pick a random spot. But drop some questions. I look for the question marks. There's a fun fact for you guys. I look for the question marks. Because I can't see any. Which comedy movie do you prefer? Horrible Bosses or The Hangover?
I don't think I've seen Horrible Bosses, so I'm going to have to say The Hangover.
Same here.
Yeah, I have not seen either, so I don't even know why I clicked on that. Have you guys watched the Chucky series trailer?
Yeah.
You have any thoughts?
I do. Okay. I'm interested in seeing it, but like it just threw me off when he's carrying around this doll in school. Like I don't. He has the Chucky doll like up next to him at as his lab partner in class. Like he's sitting in the chair with him. Like that just throws me off. I don't know.
I haven't seen any Chucky movies. Did you know that? I just saw a little tidbit of the trailer when I was watching the Olympics, and it looks. What's the point here? Is what I'm thinking. As someone who's never seen any of them, I'm wondering how does this series continue in any way, shape, or form? Is it like a new iteration of the Chucky doll? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's another new iteration.
Well, what Leba told me, because he's a huge Chucky fan, he said it's like continuing from Cult, like after Cult of Chucky.
Cult sucks. Okay,
Cult's horrible. Yeah.
If I'm recommending the Child's Play series to anybody who hasn't seen them, I'd say watch the first two and then watch Curse of Chucky, and that's all you really need.
You don't like 3?
It's okay, but I don't think it's necessary either.
I like it. It's a fun one for me.
But like the series trailer, I watched it. I think the concept is good, and I think there's a lot of cool ideas, but the execution looks so crappy to me. Like the quality looks so low, and to me, the suspense of the character lies in the fact that the child knows he can do these things and talks, but nobody else is aware of it, and they don't believe him.
Yeah.
So when you take away that, like, what's the point?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like horror franchises just will never end. Does that make any sense? Like I feel like they're just going to continue.
Yeah.
Like Halloween. Like is it actually going to end with Halloween ends? Like I don't know.
Who knows?
Always find a way to resurrect.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's money in their pockets.
Absolutely, yeah. But I see we got Ewan. I'm about to add him in here real quick. Ewan reviews. How you doing, Ewan?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. How are you all? Wow. That's a great way to start it.
I always have at least 3 voice cracks a stream. I think I've had 0 so far, but glad to see you in here, man.
Yeah.
I hope work went well.
I was working really fast to make sure I got out in time for this, so it was worth it.
Yeah. But by the way, there's 30 of you in here, so if you're in here watching, definitely hit the like button. Subscribe to every single one of these channels. They're all linked down below. For every social media, everything is linked in the description. That's Jaren Talks Movies, Cinecreep, Ewan Reviews, and Jack LotR, formerly Fanatic Films. But yeah, drop some like the most original, best questions. We'll be sure to get to those because I want to spice it up a little bit. But let's see. I'm actually looking for like the next question. I think there's a lot of like dialogue going on in here, which is cool as well. Of course, I encourage that. Let's see. There's Ewan saying, "Hey, Matrix 4 is coming out December. I'll probably check it out. I've seen the first, so I probably have to sit through 2 and 3. I hear they're not very good.
Same, yeah.
I have them on 4K, and I've only seen the first one. And of course, I love it. I've actually only seen it like once all the way through. It's one of my favorites, but I do need to watch them all. It's been like 3 years.
Yeah. I hear like 2 is garbage, or 2 or 3. One of them is like terrible.
3 is garbage.
That's what I heard.
2 is kind of bad too, but it's not as bad.
Yeah. I'll have to check them out before that new one. But Danielle says, has anyone seen Fear Street? Any horror movie fans or R.L. Stein?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
What do you think of Fear Street, Ewan?
I love the first one. Second one was good. It was like just barely passable. Third one, best one yet. Those movies are like, there's a slight thing with me that I feel like are a little special because they were my first screeners. Like 2 and 3 were my first ever screeners. Yeah. But like overall, I actually really enjoyed it.
I have not seen any of them. I know that's a shocker to a lot of you at home watching. But Jack, did you see these? I don't know. Did you?
Nah.
No, passed on them.
I'll get to them eventually.
Yeah,
but there's not enough time in the week.
That's totally fair. Like for the theatrical releases, you can be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the theater this allotted period of time. I'm gonna knock it out. With streaming movies, it is a little more hard to find that time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And as someone, for me, I'm not the massive horror fan. I know like a bunch of people have praised them. I just haven't watched them. Did you watch them, Jaren or Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoyed them or just like
Josh, what's your ranking?
3, 2, 1.
That's mine as well. That's mine.
Yeah.
As well.
Mine's 3, 1, 2.
Okay. Yeah, the third's the best for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know the years, like I know what like the general premise of them. Like I heard like an outline of it, but I haven't seen the movies.
I'd recommend it if you have free time.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Is each one like an hour and a half or like hour 40?
Hour 40.
Yeah, about hour 40, hour 50.
I feel like the second one was, or the third one was the longest, right?
Third one was the longest, yeah. Second one feels like the longest though, because it drags a lot, in my opinion.
That's how I feel about the first one.
Yeah, same. That's how I feel about the first one.
Really?
Speaking of, so we were talking about this earlier in the stream. We're talking about 80s movies, coming of age movies. So we had Breakfast Club, Dazed and Confused. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is another one that we did not mention.
Yes.
Cad Bane, the bounty hunter from the Clone Wars, is in here, and they said Ferris Bueller's Day Off is amazing.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go around the horn. I'll start with Ewan. So you think this is amazing? Is it like where would you put it in like coming of age wise, like your favorites?
Like top 3.
Wow,
like
okay.
if a lot of people like I consider this more coming of age than comedy, but if this was like if you only consider this a comedy, it would be my favorite of all time. Like it's in my top 50 favorite movies. I love this movie to death. My mom loves it too, so that's probably partially it. I have like the Steelbook that was just released. This movie is unbelievably great and rewatchable and everything. Like I could talk about that movie for hours.
Yeah, I've seen it once in my whole life, but I do like it a lot. It's just not one I go back and rewatch. It's been damn near 7 or 8 years now, I'd say, which is insane.
I gotta throw it on again.
It's been a while. I have the Blu-ray. I just got to throw it on. Jack, how do you feel about Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Oh, it's a classic. I mean, I think
Classic.
it's very well done. It's classic coming of age. I mean, it's great. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, the scene where like they go over the hill and it plays like Star Wars. That's one of the iconic bits too. I think from that.
And the twist and shout scine.
Yeah, that's a
every
great
time
one.
I hear the song
Yeah.
from the Beatles, I always think of that.
Yeah, I literally like the first time I heard it, I didn't even know of the song's existence until I watched that movie. So that was my first experience with it. But Josh, do you have any experiences with it?
Yeah, I feel like I'm more just like you, Chris. I only seen it one time, and I haven't gone back to watch it. It's been like 8-9 years as well since I've even seen it. But I mean, I really did enjoy it. I just don't know why I haven't gone back to rewatch it.
Yeah, same here. Like I don't know why I haven't. Like I have this whole shelf of movies right there. I just don't pick Ferris Bueller. It's not like I'm neglecting it. I just don't. I don't go to it. I'm kind of like that with The Breakfast Club too, which I mentioned earlier. But is it like your favorite coming of age movie, Jaren?
It's not. It's like top 3. I watched it for the first time last year. I've only seen it once, but I remember I was sitting there watching it and I was totally blown away. I didn't know anything about it. I luckily avoided like everything it was about, and so I love the style and all that. Is this like one of the first movies to break the fourth wall? Like it's got to be.
I feel like
at least it's one of the most
is.
iconic. Because like even Deadpool, the end credits or end credits scene of Deadpool just took it from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say I was sitting there watching this and I was like, this is Deadpool before Deadpool, except in my opinion, it's levels better. Like I love
Deadpool,
impressed.
but this is better. Yeah,
it was so good.
Yeah, I loved the Deadpool post-credit scene. It was just it fit that movie so freaking well. But Abby, with a non-movie question, I always like these. If you want to drop food questions or anything like that, those are honestly the most fun. I don't know. That's how I feel. But what's everyone's favorite holiday and why? Starting with Jaren.
I think my favorite has got to be Christmas, and that's probably stereotypical. I've always been a fan of giving gifts and all that stuff. I don't know what it is. I just love the atmosphere, the hot drinks, and the movies that you get to watch. Like it's a tradition for me every Christmas Eve to watch It's a Wonderful Life with my family and roast pecans. It's just to me it represents family, and I am a Christian, so the faith is attached there as well. There's just a lot that I enjoy about it. And
very nice.
I also want to say Thanksgiving is overrated.
Okay. I like
Canadian, so ours is different. Ours is so different.
Is that a hot take? I don't know. I think Thanksgiving is good to get I just eat like 3 plates of food and I go buy some Blu-rays at night, and then
I call it Black
I
Friday.
I watch
Call it Black Friday too.
To me,
I watch-
it is Black Friday
Yeah.
because
Black Friday.
mine is like in Canada. Ours is in like September, I think. I don't
That's
even
right.
remember. So like to me, it's just Black Friday. Or like in
Yeah.
Rocky, how he's just like, you call it Thanksgiving. To me, it's just a Thursday or whatever he says.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think of.
Yeah. I was also going to say we watched 2 shitty football teams play, the Cowboys
Very
and
true.
the Lions. But
Yeah.
anyway, what's your favorite holiday, Josh? Is it Thanksgiving? Do we just
Nah.
crap on your favorite
Well,
holiday?
I do. I mean, my birthday's like in November, so
Same.
I kind of look forward
Same.
to that. But
3 November birthdays.
wow, okay.
One stream. What are the odds?
Interesting. But Christmas, 100%. I have the best memories, and like Jaren was saying, like family, you know, especially just like seeing relatives you don't see and stuff, and watching Chris's favorite film of all time, Christmas Story.
Oh,
It's a classic.
One of
That movie
the
sucks.
best
Wait, was
Christmas
that a
movies,
joke?
by the
I
way.
hate that movie.
Oh, I love that.
Chris,
movie.
we have to.
I have some support in the stream. My hot
Is-
take has
So you
support.
do hate
It's
that
just.
movie?
I love it. I live like 30 minutes away from the home that they filmed it at.
Oh.
I saw you went to the house with like Leba and that video. That was funny. It's a 1 out of 5 for me.
The
I'm
story
not
is
trying to be
5 out of
funny.
5.
I would
Hope you
agree.
like Pan's Labyrinth more.
I think it's anything. I mean, I like Old more than a Christmas.
I mean, that's a 5-star movie, so that's understandable.
Oh my gosh, Old is no, not for me.
You're wrong.
Yeah. I was told that I was a communist, so I've heard worse things.
That's my favorite comment ever on your videos, Chris.
It's honestly classic.
Was it for
I wasn't
that
even
movie?
mad. Yeah. I was.
Okay.
I was called a commie, and I said, and someone said, "You hate Christmas," and I was like, "Yep."
I mean,
Oh, man.
you know, they may be onto something there.
Perhaps I disagree, but I disagree. To quote Howard Ratner. But yeah, Christmas is my favorite. There's my answer.
Same.
Yeah.
With Halloween just a little bit behind it. Like over the years,
Mhm.
Halloween has grown on me just because I
agree.
really love horror now.
Yeah. Fair. Let's see. Ewan.
You win.
My voice did. crack.
Jaren.
Let's see. Who's okay? I'm trying to find one. Favorite movie that isn't fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
Isn't
Off the top
Home
of my
Alone
head-
isn't fresh? I don't think.
What?
I think Home
What?
Alone is.
Really?
I think it is.
Home Alone's the
It's
best.
like a
Christmas
30
movie.
something. Home Alone is.
No way.
That's
Really?
absurd.
I'll check.
You know what I'll say? The Sandlot. That movie's a classic, and I can't.
Oh,
believe
that's
that
not
it's
I love
so
it.
low.
fresh.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like a
that.
36 or something.
Wow, that's a masterpiece right there.
Okay, Home Alone has a 67, but I think the
second
that's
one
way
is
better
got
than I
trashed.
thought.
The second one got trashed.
The second one's good as well. So, and I know American Psycho is like a 60 or something. American Psycho.
National Treasure got panned by the critics, and that is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. I know Jack agrees with me on National Treasure. It is amazing.
It's been years since I've seen it.
I
We
watched
need
it for
it.
the first time in DC, and that was like the most amazing experience.
We need a third.
46 on Rotten Tomatoes. Who are these critics, and how
What
do
movie?
I become National Treasure?
What?
It's
What?
ridiculous.
And
10
you're
out of
telling
10.
me, I can't become a Rotten Tomatoes critic, but all these people are dropping 1 out of 4, 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5.
Oh, goodness.
Who are you people?
It should people.
Jack's
who
gonna
didn't live,
hunt him down. You gotta
Have
hunt
a
him
Jack.
One
down.
out of
Jack.
5. What
You
is
should
this?
assemble a Suicide Squad of
Nice.
YouTubers to hunt down. I'll be on the
2 out
team
of 5?
because I am like avidly a supporter of both National Treasure 1 and 2. 2's a
How is
minor step down.
2.5 out of 4 rotten. That's
It should
over
be like
half.
a 70 at least.
2 out
I
of
just
4,
need to look
2
at
out of
more.
5,
I'm gonna be back in like
4.
a minute,
1 out of
Chris.
5.
All right, you're good.
He's comparing it to Raiders of the Lost Ark. These are completely different movies.
That's disgraceful.
F? Who are you? Who are you? Mark Ramsey giving it an F. Who are you?
I see in the chat National Treasure is awesome.
I don't
Sound
see you
off-
stealing
sound
the
off for
Declaration
National
of
Treasure.
Independence.
Yeah.
USA Today, my ass. 1.5 out of 4.
I feel
They're
like
bums.
everybody wants to compare any adventure movie to Raiders.
Oh, 100%. Because it's like the staple of
Wow.
them.
Yeah.
Like even if they're so different, like I've heard that a lot with Jungle Cruise too, and I watched that, and I don't really see the similarities there.
Is it good? I can't remember what you thought of it. Is it
I
good?
loved
Because I know you two have seen it.
I thought it was a very fun time.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's
Good,
it's the surprise of the summer so far for me.
I wasn't
checking
really
that out
excited
tomorrow.
for it, but I'm like, I may watch it. But I'm more excited for The Green Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Because that one looks
Bro,
amazing.
I'm so lit for that. I'm going on Friday night.
I had
It
a-
looks so good.
I was
I will go
invited to a
tomorrow night,
screening
but I
of it
won't.
yesterday.
Wow.
And then at 4 o'clock.
Don't brag.
No, but listen. I couldn't go because my car broke down.
Yo, I was going.
I would be so mad.
I was so mad.
I was gonna go to my first ever in-person screener last night for Stillwater. Breaking
wanna see
news:
that
had to
movie.
stay at the office.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Dang.
Which is fine. But I was like,
Yeah.
that was my first in-person ever. And I
Are
was
they
like,
not doing links for that movie? I didn't request it, but I feel like
I
they
don't
should
know.
be.
I didn't even get invited. I was like, hey, you can grab passes for this. So I was like, yep, yoink, getting it.
Oh, Go Fobo or whatever?
yeah.
That's the best.
I bought my movie tickets to see tomorrow night to see Jungle Cruise. I'm very excited. I don't know. I just want to have a fun time, and I think it'll deliver. And then I'm
And you're a
planning
big,
to
like-
see. Go ahead.
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna see Green Knight on Friday at like 1 in the afternoon because
Oh, okay.
I finally did this thing called AMC Stubs A-list where you get like 3 movies.
Yeah.
Yes. I finally got it, so I can see 3 a week for like $21 a month or something like that.
Wow, that's
And you
good.
can't-
The best.
You can't beat that. I was
It's
like,
the
I need to
best.
pull the trigger, so that's what I'm doing.
I got that
Nice.
before the pandemic, and I used it all the time. And then they withheld making you pay the subscription fee
Yeah, it was
during
great.
COVID
They
and
made
all
you
that
pause
stuff.
it.
Mhm.
But I canceled my subscription, and I'm like, hey, when things resume, I'm gonna try out Regal Unlimited. So I bought it for a month, and then I tried to cancel because it sucked. And then they're like, did you not check the fine print? You're now held to this for an entire year.
Dang.
What?
And
I
I'm
know
like,
AMC is 3
AMC
months.
yeah, 3
That's
months.
the beginning.
Anyone, if you're listening at home, AMC is the route to go.
It's the
There
best.
is no other service, no other reward service that does it as good as A-List. A-List is by far the be-all, end-all best.
I agree, and I just got. I got it, and like it's about $16 after tax for me to go to one movie, like any time of day, pretty much. Like if I go at night. So if I'm paying like 22 a month, if I go to the movies twice in a month, I'm covering that, and I'm gonna go like now that I have it, I'm gonna see Stillwater. I would never see that before because I just don't want to see it in theaters. I'm gonna see Green Knight. Like I'm gonna see so many more movies.
I
And
go
you
to
can see it in IMAX.
Yeah, for free.
Yes,
Yeah, for free.
You're
Whoa.
right.
I go to see 2 to 3 movies a weekend.
Yeah.
Like I make my money back in one weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Jared Barkley with another super chat. I really appreciate that. Saying, has anyone seen the movies that made us on Netflix? I have
I've
not.
seen a bit of the Elf
But I've heard
one
it's
just because we
That's the
watched
really
it
one I've seen.
after we watch it after we watch Elf, and I think I sat through it all, and I probably should watch the other ones, but I was just like,
I saw
Yeah.
that one and Home Alone. Those are the only ones. Like I think they just released Jurassic Park and Back to the Future.
Dang.
Oh.
I'd be curious to watch those.
I kind of want to watch those now.
Yeah.
Josh, have you seen the movies that made us?
No, I haven't, but I'm interested.
Do they have one for Die Hard, or am I making that up? I feel like they have one.
I
For,
think
maybe
they
it's Home Alone.
do.
Okay.
If not, I think they advertise it for the future.
Yeah. That's like it just basically is like a 30-minute or like an hour-long documentary on the making of the movie, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
basically.
30 to 45 minutes.
Sounds dope. I'll have to do the Home Alone one because that's one of my favorite movies. But let's see, where was I in the chat? Oh, I don't know if you already answered this, Ewan. I could be just forgetting, but did you answer La La Land or Whiplash yet already?
I did not.
Okay,
but
we talked about that before you
Whiplash.
joined. Whiplash. Okay.
Whiplash. Yep.
Yeah,
I love-
everyone in here
Sorry,
said
Jack.
Whiplash.
Jack, I apologize. La La Land's another one of my favorites, but it's
I mean,
Whiplash. Come on.
Jaren's literally got see it right there.
Okay, so on my
What a
list,
little troll.
so Whiplash is my number 3 favorite movie of all time. La La Land is my number 4. So
Ooh.
they're actually
Oh.
like neck and neck.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, Whiplash is my number 4 and La La Land's my number 1. So
Okay.
I mean,
well-
Whiplash is in my top 4. Top 4.
It's in like
yeah.
my top 20.
Yeah.
And La La Land's like in the, I don't know where it is, but it's
Yeah.
somewhere.
Richard Condi says, are the Mad Max films worth watching?
Fury Road.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Fury Road is.
I haven't
Hmm.
seen them.
I like the first two. And
Yeah.
then
Are
Fury
the
Road.
so Josh, you've seen the Mel Gibson ones. How are those? Because I
Yeah.
have not.
They're
Um,
fine.
the first one's kind of like a lot more boring than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But
It's so good. Road Warrior is like a fun time though. Like, the second
Okay.
one, I really like
I've
that
heard
one.
that.
And then Beyond Thunderdome, I fell asleep during. To be honest,
I've only seen Fury Road and
It's an atrocity.
Fury Road.
Yes.
really,
It is not my cup of tea. I am not a
Jack's
fan.
gonna
Really?
lose his shit.
I love Fury Road.
It's a bunch of moving parts that lead to absolutely nothing. I'll
That's
just
the
say that.
beauty. No, I'm
Say, what? No. I just don't like Fury Road. I get it's like visually stunning, technically stunning. I was just like bored by the overabundance of action, which is like crazy to say, but just I like to have like a nice plot with it, and it was just I got lost, and it was something else, and not a good something else to me. But I know that most people love Fury Road, and did it get nominated for Best Picture? I think it might have.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be stretching it. Let's look it up. Actually, I'll
I
look
think-
it up.
I
real
think
quick.
I got some Oscars. I know that, or
Yeah.
nominations.
Yeah,
I am on it.
Chris, I think
It
for
did
you and
get
I,
nominated for
did.
Best Picture.
yeah,
Wow.
Good.
I think for
Wow.
you and I, Fury Road is what Tenet is for most people.
Yeah,
And it's a freaking masterpiece. So anyone that says
Tenet
that
is a masterpiece, but like
I love
I
Tenet.
feel like so many people say the same thing we do about Fury
I
Road.
love.
That's fair. That's actually a good point.
If I may go on a quick tangent real quick, I love when Tenet came out. How when I saw it the first time, I'm like, this is freaking awesome. I'm like, I love this crap. Like my review literally was titled Tenet, the best movie of 2020, which isn't saying much, but and everyone else is like, this movie freaking sucks. And then they see it a second time, and I'm like,
There you go.
there it is. There it is. Because how many people did I see do a I went and saw Tenet for a second time video?
So many.
How many
did it.
people did I see?
So many did it. Oh my
I
god.
didn't have to make that second time video because I
Me
loved
either.
it the first
I
time.
saw it 7 times just because
saw
I
it-
loved it every
Oh,
time.
wow. I saw it 6 times last year. 4 times in theaters, 2 times at home.
I've seen it twice, so and I
I've
loved it
seen
both
it
times.
Twice, or did I see it 3? I don't remember, but I saw it at least twice. I saw it back to back, like that night, and then this next night I went back because I was like, I need it again. Like I need it in my system. I need to break it down. There was a damn good YouTube video that like broke everything down, and like that it, like supplemented it. And
I
then
think
me
you
and
sent me the
Jack,
link.
I did, and then me and Jack did like a freaking spoiler talk on it, and that helped a lot too. First
did.
ever collab we did was a spoiler live stream on his channel talking about Tenet. Almost a year ago now. Crazy how time flies. But
Because it clicked for me the first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Everyone else,
Yeah.
it took time.
I know some people
Built different, I guess.
still don't understand. Have you seen it, Josh? Tenet?
yeah. I've
Do you
seen
like it?
I do. I like
Yeah.
it.
So, like, people were confused by. I'm going to spoil Tenet here. So, spoiler warning: the strap on like Robert Pattinson's backpack. You know, when he like, if you don't catch that like detail that it's like the red strap or whatever,
Mhm.
I'm not even going to try and explain it because I just don't have the words right now. But you see him like basically die and then he's alive. It's this whole big thing. And if you missed that the first time you watch it, it's kind of like what happened. And then the second time just clears a lot of things up.
That's what I loved about
Yeah.
it. Rewards the second viewing because I didn't catch that the first time.
Right. Yeah.
And the second time I caught it, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the line. I'm gonna butcher it, but I think it's like the end of our friendship for me, but the beginning for you, or something like that. And then
Yeah.
they like have their
That's-
handshake. I'm
that's
like, oh my
emotional.
god.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so dope.
He's like, this looks like the end of a beautiful friendship for me, but the beginning of a beautiful friendship for you.
Yeah, it's like that's
Yeah.
damn good. Yeah.
I know.
Oh God! Stop.
I love a good movie like that. Like Nolan.
Is-
I'm not gonna call myself a Nolan fanboy, but I pretty much think he's never made a
I'm
bad
the
movie.
Nolan fanboy.
I am a Nolan fanboy, and I think Jack, we can call ourselves in because we did a movie drafts on it. So
I am the.
I was in that too,
Nolan
yeah.
fanboy.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
you
like-
were. I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
We
I
can
will.
cut.
I will take the credit. Like I am the Nolan fanboy.
Fair.
That's my title. That's my title now.
Yeah, it's Tenet's damn good. It's not my favorite from him, but it's top
Yeah.
5. I don't know. Have you ever seen Weird Science?
I have.
Yes.
Yes, I have. It's
I have
good.
not.
It's
I
been
love that
so
movie.
long since I've seen it. Like I probably saw it a good like 4 or 5 years ago when I was kind of going through all the John Hughes movies. And yeah, it's by him, and because it has whatever the hell his name is, the nerd from The
Brian.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I there's a lot to that movie that I just like really loved, and I it's been like it's not one of my favorites, but it's quite funny, and there's lots of like hormones, and it's a very like puberty-esque movie. If you've seen it, you know.
It's another example of a coming of age movie, I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where does it rank for those? I haven't seen it. Like among, is it John Hughes, right? Like, would you put it above? Would you put it below Ferris Bueller and like Breakfast Club?
Below Ferris Bueller, Breakfast Club.
Yeah. 16 Candles.
16 Candles. Planes, Trains. It's like towards the bottom, but I also haven't seen like his worst movies. Like no, it's like a 3.5 out of 5 ish. Okay, like from memory, but like it's pretty good. And if I remember correctly, Robert Downey Jr. is in that.
Yep, he is.
And it's like a really young Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, he is so weird.
He's like a jerk. He's like coming down the escalator at the mall, just picking on the boys.
Yep.
RDJ.
Yeah, like even before he did Chaplin, like that movie from like the 90s.
Yeah.
The youngest RDJ movie, or youngest I've seen in a movie, is called U.S. Marshals. It's like a sequel to The Fugitive, and it has Tommy Lee Jones in it, and he's in it. That's the youngest I think I've seen.
This would have been before that too.
Yeah, crazy. Movies and Train Studios with a straight up food question, which I'm all here for. Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
Tacos.
That's tough.
Tacos.
Tough. That's my answer. Tough.
I would have to say pizza, but I get steak on my tacos. Like you can do chicken or ground beef,
I do
but like steak and like you can't some good steak tacos when you've already had some chips and salsa and some queso, maybe some guac before, maybe a margarita. Like you can't really beat it. It's like the whole experience. You gotta love it. So
soft or
it depends on my mood.
Soft.
Yeah. Oh, that's an even better question.
Soft.
I'm a soft guy too. Yeah.
See, like when you think of a taco, you think of a hard shell taco, but soft tacos are so much better.
When I think of them as hard shell, it actually turns me off. But when I remember that there are a such thing as soft shell tacos, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll reconsider.
So much better.
Yeah.
Burritos or bowls? Which one? Like if you're going to Chipotle or Moe's?
Bowl.
I do no comment.
I get
Moe's is way better than Chipotle. It's just more expensive.
Moe's is so good.
I've never eaten Moe's.
It's like the same thing as Chipotle, but I think it's just way better.
I haven't had either.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, do they have it in Canada?
I was about to ask.
I don't even know, but like, I don't think so. Or wait, yes, because I think there's some in Toronto. There is some in Toronto. I know that for sure because I remember seeing one. But another one, I haven't had Taco Bell, and we have that here. I haven't had Taco Bell, which is crazy, and then like a few. As long as I don't like explode, but like there's a few kind of American things like Chick-fil-A and like Five Guys and like a few other ones.
Both of those are like the two best fast food places in my opinion.
Really?
Yes.
What's the one that you got in like California, Chris, with Trevor?
In-N-Out. In-N-Out. Yeah.
In-N-Out. I haven't had that one either. So
yeah.
Overrated.
It is. It's okay though.
It's good, but it is overrated for the hype that it receives, in my opinion.
The sauce is good though. I think that's what makes the burger.
Yeah. It's Thousand Island. Can everyone get off here?
That's also what they put on Big Macs, I'm pretty sure.
It's the same for all
secret sauce that they sell.
Everyone's secret sauce. Everyone's secret sauce is Thousand Island.
Well, I don't go to Burger King because Burger King's trash.
Really?
Burger King can be good. What are you on about?
I like Burger King.
I don't want
It's good.
Don't do this.
Whopper? I haven't had a Whopper in so long.
Those are good.
Big Macs are better than Whoppers.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the door right now.
Don't do. No,
we're gonna compare Burger. We're doing it. Burger King.
I'm a kind of beast defending Burger King.
We've got Burger King and McDonald's. We're gonna go and compare every item. So we've got the fries. I'm going McDonald's, and it's not even close.
Burger King, you're wrong.
Burger King.
Wow. Burger King fries.
McDonald's.
Burger King, you're
McDonald's.
Burger King.
I'm gonna stand with Jack here.
You're wrong.
Why?
Okay,
Is it because
You're
it's a little thicker?
Burger King, you're
They're
wrong.
thicker and they're I feel like less of them. Like how sometimes you get your fries at McDonald's and they're like more like burnt and stuff. At least for me, my experience, they're more like crispy and stuff. I feel like the Burger King, they're perfect fluff every single time. And when they're hot and fresh, ooh.
Jack, I just want to say you're the best debater ever.
Yeah.
You're wrong. No, that's not how it is. You're wrong.
Hey, wait, we've heard that before from somewhere.
I didn't like the guy. You might be onto something.
All right, so here's this. I think that the Burger King onion rings are elite. Like I love those. That's what I get when I.
Those are great. Those are great.
I don't ever
That's
get
what I
them,
get.
really.
Did you say onion rings?
But
Yes.
Burger King has them and McDonald's doesn't.
Burger
so-
King has onion rings. That's an immediate.
Yeah.
That's
with the
an immediate
zesty
step
sauce.
up.
With the zesty sauce, it's so good. But
The zesty sauce is. I hate that stuff. It's just a ripoff of Zaxby's sauce.
I still like it though. But here's the thing. Here's the big. We're gonna get to the big one in a second. Chicken nuggets. Have you tried them from Burger King?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Burger King.
Last
Burger
night,
Burger King is better.
King.
Okay.
Burger King.
last
Burger
night I was
King.
with my friends, and it was like pitch black. It was like a 12 o'clock at night or something, and we biked across town to McDonald's, went through the drive-through on our bikes, and then the first time, like, the sensor didn't read us, we went out of line. We're like, okay, we'll try it again. We went in the second time. Me and my one friend were able to, but there was still 4 more of them. They weren't able to get them, but we got some chicken nuggets, and they're so good. They're so good.
You know what's even better? Burger King chicken nuggets.
You,
I hate Burger King, but I will say that their nuggets are kind of.
Here's the thing about Burger King. You can get 10 for $1.49.
Yes.
That's very suspect.
Okay. You
but
can
it's
get
good.
no. Okay, listen. This is how I got through college. It was probably what led to my kidney stone. But you know what? I was able to get 10 spicy chicken nuggets and a medium fry for $4. Okay, you try to get any meal at McDonald's, you're gonna have to take out a second mortgage on your house. Like,
Okay, I
That's
took my
fair.
nieces to go through the McDonald's drive-thru the other day to get what are they called, McFlurries, because they had never had them.
How much did you pay?
Okay, I got 3 small McFlurries. It was $16.
Oh my goodness.
And they are watered down every time.
They were trash, and they only had M&M. They only gave you the option of M&M. What happened?
Really?
To the, yeah. What happened to the Butterfinger and the Oreo and all the other ones?
Oh, I love the Butterfinger. Oh.
At least the ice cream
yes.
machine was working.
So basically,
At least it was working.
basically what
That's
we're
true.
saying here is that everyone has now flipped to Burger King.
No,
we haven't talked
nope,
about the
nope.
one key
Did
component
I just
yet,
do that?
which is
no,
the
I
burger.
didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
There's more comparable items though. We have to
Nah,
level this out.
we're gonna
more.
do the burger.
Nah, but
That's
you're
two.
questioning.
The
You're
burger?
questioning that. You're
No, I'm not
questioning
quite. Stop it.
Yes,
Shut
you
up.
are.
No. It's McDonald's.
that. Yes, you are.
All right, so who has the better, like, so the McDouble and the double cheeseburger? I go Burger King for burger. I do.
Burger
No.
King.
No.
Burger King for
King
burger
burger.
in general. In general.
McDonald's.
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 You're gonna
Burger
tell me.
King.
You're gonna tell me a little pat. You're gonna tell me a little patty this big, that's as thin as a piece of paper, is better than a nice, flame broiled, big ass burger.
Char grilled.
Yo,
Yeah.
I see a big
Are
vein
you
popping out of your
kidding me?
head right now. You might want to calm down. Just take a breath. Okay.
It's getting heated up in here. Here's what I'm gonna say. And we're gonna move on. Wendy's is better than both of them. That's all I have to say about that.
That's
Wendy's.
also
I'm
wrong.
leaving.
That is
You're wrong.
Wendy's.
No.
You're
Wendy's.
wrong. You're wrong. You are
No.
wrong.
You're very
Wendy's all
wrong.
day. You have to
No.
wait about an hour in the drive-thru, but it's good when you get it.
Okay. For context, so
Somebody turn his
anyone
mic off.
for context though, anyone that I heard that, anyone that doesn't know, back on one of my live streams, I don't know, about a few months ago, I went on a huge tirade about how Burger King is better than McDonald's, and I defended it, and I got most of the people in my chat to end up agreeing with me. So
I'm on
I
the
take
BK
this
team.
I take this topic very
failed.
seriously.
You failed,
I take this
Jack.
topic-
I'm sorry,
I know.
but you failed.
That's fine. But look, just for context, I take this specific topic very seriously.
Fair. But moving back over to the movie side of things, I'm on the Burger King team, by the way. Is
I thought
Die
you were
Hard
on the
Christmas
McDonald's team. You were at the start.
BK.
Please.
BK. The reason being
wonder what
is
happened.
the burger, the
Yeah.
onion rings, and I think I do like the BK nuggets more.
Well, okay,
I do like the nuggets more.
we didn't talk about. Okay, we didn't. But Jaren also brought up a good point. I will go out. Okay, so this is going to be a very hot take, and I already know that. The Burger King chocolate shake is the best chocolate shake of any fast food restaurant.
No, it's not. It's garbage.
Mm.
Oh, also, you know another thing that
Actually, it's pretty
Burger
good.
King has that's absolute trash? Those Cheeto things with the
I haven't
mac
tried
and cheese
those.
inside.
Those are
I never tried
irrelevant.
those.
They're always burnt. They're garbage.
Yeah.
They offer all this specialty stuff.
That's a
and you
gimmick.
Get it, and it's
Those
so
are
terrible.
those are gimmick. We're not talking about gimmicks. We're talking
Yeah.
about the bread
McDonald's
and butter of
sticks
this.
to the basics, and they've succeeded. And
Wrong.
and Travis Scott is on their side. So
that was the
and BTS.
What are you talking
And
about? You're talking about-
BTS.
you're talking about
BTS.
gimmicks right now. That's the gimmick of all gimmicks. What are you
no,
talking about?
no. Have you had the
spe-
Cactus
no,
Jack burger?
they
It's
had to
exactly the
get
same, but it has
they-
his name on it.
They had to get celebrities to get more name brand recognition for McDonald's. What?
Fair. I feel like we could have this debate though, like on its
This
own
debate
live
is going on for so long. We need to do a whole other
Oh,
live
man.
stream just for
Yeah.
this.
Fast food debates.
I'm just
fast
saying,
food drafts.
this is a very touchy topic for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Um,
I think Burger King wins.
BK. Final votes, and then we're moving on. BK.
BK. Burger King.
I mean, it's called
I
Burger
guess
King.
McDonald's.
for a reason.
Anybody?
Jaren and
There's
I
two
are
McDonald's.
together for.
Can you
for
bring Cam
McDonald's.
back in here? Do you know
Yeah.
what she would pick?
Wendy's. Wendy's.
Damn it.
But between those two, I honestly don't know. I'll have to ask her.
It's called
Um,
Burger King.
Fair.
This was rigged, by the way. This was rigged.
Yes, this
Yeah.
was
Rigged.
this
I
was
came in-
totally
Completely
set up
rigged.
whole
It was
time.
rigged.
What am I doing in sports media? I need
It's
to go.
rigged.
I need to go take the bar exam and become a lawyer. What are we doing?
Yeah,
here?
absolutely.
I flipped Chris.
You did.
Everyone wants to
That's
act like
fair.
I didn't. I flipped Chris.
You pretty
So,
much did, yeah.
To be fair, they both suck. So
That's
it's okay.
false.
They both suck for your
What?
body.
They're not
Maybe.
good for
yeah,
you.
Yeah, but they're pretty good, especially on the
They
road.
taste good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, like I
This
said,
is this should be a sweep across the board. The answer is yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
The debate
Okay.
is so stupid. I
I
hate
hate
it.
the
It
debate.
is obviously a
terrible.
Christmas movie. It takes place
Yeah.
at Christmas. There is Christmas music, Christmas everything. There's no debate.
Well, in Christmas, it plays a part in like the plot. Like if there
Yes.
was no
Yeah.
Christmas party going on, then they wouldn't even be there in the first place. So
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Danielle says, "Has anyone seen Luca? It's so good. It's honestly the first Pixar movie. Sorry, I don't like Luca, but I am glad that you
No.
did. I am glad that you liked it, Danielle.
it's a great movie.
I know that a few people in here do like it, and I think if you don't, we will go around the horn and get everyone's take, starting with Jaren.
If you know me, you know I do not like this movie at all. I felt nothing. I was really hoping that something would happen. They don't set anything up properly. I feel like it sort of contradicts itself throughout the entire runtime. The animation is okay, but it's nothing spectacular. And I think, Chris, you said this point once that when people are referring to it as what did you say? I want you to say it because you said something that was so perfect. No, here, I'm going to your Letterboxd and I'm going to read
Do
this.
it.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
I
Fill in
was
the
pretty
stocks.
passionate about this review. That's what I remember.
I
By the way-
did not like this movie.
Dude,
If you
we
guys
are
are in
going-
here, 20 people in here, hit the like button. Helps out the algorithm. That's what I always say in every live stream. You know the drill.
Okay, I wish there was like a faster way to find a movie.
I can probably.
Search Luca, then just click on friends.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, Luke.
Yeah.
I can
Someone
do
just
that.
watched Disturbia, by the way, Josh, on my open Letterboxd.
funny.
4.5 out of 5. You got to watch that after
oh
this.
wow,
I haven't
I'm gonna have
seen
to
it.
watch
We were talking about it because I was saying it's hilariously not bad, but it's hilariously something. I don't know how to describe it. It's like Shia LaBeouf basically playing Sam Witwicky from Transformers, but it's a remake of Rear Window, pretty much, literally.
Yeah, your description.
Really?
is
Oh,
blind.
I
I'm
would
gonna
hate
watch
that.
it.
Yeah.
I need to
Oh,
see
while we
it.
wait, Guy at the Movies in here. He says, "What a crew!"
Hey.
And then sends a super chat. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Guy at the Movies, awesome.
Joe.
Had a blast on Joe Guy at the Movies, the podcast with Sean, Math Teacher Movies. I was on there last week. Check that out on the YouTube channel Guy at the Movies, as well as all of the places you listen to podcasts. We had some great discussions, talked about Indiana Jones 5, a lot of great stuff. It was a fun one. So thank you for the support. Sasha's in here. Half my favorite people are here. What's up, Sasha? I'm upset you couldn't make it. I did extend the invite. Sasha's on vacay right now. Hope you're having fun.
Have fun.
Sasha, the best.
Yes.
Let's see.
I can't
But
find
yeah.
your review. It's
Yeah.
like I'm going through your log.
Let me just pull it up.
I'll look for
Pull it up.
it.
Fine. We
First
don't
one
need
to get it wins.
a hater.
There's a quote at the end.
I'm
that
not a
was like,
fan of Luca, and here's why. I think that it is a decent animated movie, but a bad Pixar movie. And I think that the thing is, the first hour of Luca, they establish some stakes of leaving the water, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, Luca, you can't leave. He's gone for like a week and a half, and we don't see his parents for the rest of the movie. And it's like you were setting up some big dramatic thing about him being out of the water, and what was the payoff? There was none. The final 20 minutes are actually pretty good. I like the race in the rain, and I think it's got some heart to it.
For the most
It's
part.
too little, too late, though, and it falls short compared to the Pixar catalog. And I know Jack disagrees because of the face, but
Wait! I found it.
I found it too.
Okay, you
and
agree,
it's-
Josh?
You
Yeah, I
basically
agree
said it.
100%.
I want to say
Yeah.
what you said because this is perfect. You said if this movie was a product of any other animation studio, I think it would get absolutely no attention. An average animated movie, but a bad Pixar movie. You probably just said that, but I'm just excited.
He did, yeah.
I said a
that's
variation.
Exactly it.
Oh,
that's
also,
exactly it.
A nitpick I have with the movie: the parents come out of the water to try to stop their son from getting revealed the entire time. Yet the way that they try to find him is by dunking him in the water.
Yeah, what? Okay, let's just drown all these kids until we find the right one.
That was so dumb. Oh my god.
It was just like, why? That's how I felt watching it. I fell asleep, not really, but like I rewound it 5 times. And I got a full night's sleep, 8 hours, had a breakfast, I was ready to go. It was daylight outside, it was noon. And I was watching it like that, and I would do the thing where I head bop. So. Jack, the floor is yours to talk about Luca. You are outnumbered.
I wasted all of my energy on damn Burger King thing. I am tired. It's a good movie. Y'all are wrong.
All right. How does it rank though? It's my 20th or 21st Pixar movie.
It's so low.
It does not hold a candle.
It's bottom.
Like 12.
Yeah, it's bottom. I agree, Josh.
Yeah, you know what I will say? This might be a hot take. I like Luca more than Soul.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah. The thing is,
now I'm a Luca defender, and that's still wrong.
Here's the thing, though, Josh. Here's the thing. I do not like Soul that much. I think Soul is very overrated, but I prefer it to Luca. That's my only thing.
Really?
It's not by much.
I really enjoy Soul. It's much better than Luca, but it's not top tier Pixar like people are saying. Sorry, Jaren, but it's not top tier Pixar. As your eyes wide
It's not. It's not.
No.
But it is though. I'm gonna pull a Jack and say you're all wrong. I don't have to have an explanation.
I mean, it's a 5 out of 5 star. It's in my top. It's in my top 6.
It is.
It's my number 6.
4 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
So wait, what is Soul better? If it's in your top 6, what is Soul above? That is like what
I'll
is?
Tell you what's above it.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Toy Story 3, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, and The Incredibles.
And Toy Story 2. And
so what about Ratatouille? Ratatouille is fire.
Ratatouille is my hottest take. Ratatouille is my hottest take. It's like at the bottom of my Pixar ranking.
Really?
It's not the worst.
Fun knowing you, Jack. You're
not the worst. Not the worst. Not the worst. Not the worst. Pixar 2. Why is it? Cars 2 is a dumpster fire.
So
Ratatouille. There's like 5 or 6 Pixar movies that are bad.
Yes.
So, like
Brave.
Luca and Soul.
Brave.
Dinosaur.
Ratatouille's fine. It didn't hit me like it hit everyone else. Like I like the themes, I like the concepts, but look, there is so much good, for me at least, with Pixar. There is so much good that it is really an argument of, okay, which one do I like more? Like,
fair.
Because when you get Pixar movies, what do you expect? You expect top tier animation. You expect, really awesome story, airtight writing, great voice cast for you expect that. That's just what happens. It's Pixar. They're the best.
Fact.
It comes down there's maybe 4 or 5 that are just not great. After that, it's like, okay, how do I rank this?
Yeah, it's difficult. I'll admit there's a lot of it that I have a big kind of trouble with ranking, up kind of the end, near the 8, 9, 10 kind of area of my Pixar one. And still I have not seen Coco, and that drives so many people crazy. I don't know why the hell I've been putting it off for so long. I've been wanting to do a reaction. I can't find it anywhere. And I don't know what it is. I know it's supposed to be really good. And also Joe said to Jaren to take off his hat.
Do it. You got to do it.
My mom's not even seen me with that hat. You think you guys are? That's fine.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn. Do you sleep in your hat? Have you ever fallen asleep multiple times in your hat?
No, I have slept with my hat on multiple times.
Have you ever put it on backwards? Can you put it on backwards?
Absolutely not. It doesn't look the same. That doesn't work for everybody.
Hat. Not a backwards hat kind of guy.
I'm not a hat kind of guy in general. I hate wearing hats because I look so weird in them.
I have about 27 hats over there, and I've only worn this one for the past 2 years.
Oh yeah, I've got I collect Red Sox hats. I've got over 30 Red Sox hats, and y'all have only seen me in my Vans hat for last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good Dinosaur is garbage.
Good Dinosaur is my bottom Pixar. I put Cars 2 over it because at least
Cars 2 is terrible.
I hate it. It's terrible.
Classic case of wasted potential.
The Good Dinosaur is it's disgraceful. Cars 2 is as well, but Cars 2 at least has Owen Wilson's voice presence in the movie.
Okay, I don't think
that's why it's above it.
I don't think The Good Dinosaur is good, but I also don't think it's like terrible. Like to me, it's that type of movie that is like it's a reference movie, like the kind of movie you put on your home theater to show off your 4K TV.
The mother effing water.
Yeah.
You know what I was going to mention with regard to Pixar is the most years from now people will agree. I think some of you may agree in here. I'm not sure. I think Onward is their most underappreciated movie. It's my like 7 or 6.
It's great. It's so
10.
good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Really good.
Fire. You like it, Josh? Too? You're saying?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's so good. It's honestly, it's better than Soul by a lot.
Oh yeah.
Why do you say honestly and proceed with a lie?
Yeah, I was say,
big man. Huh? Well, Jaren, it was fun having you. No, I'm just mutes him. Oh man, that's great. Anyway,
how does it feel living a lie?
Cars 2 isn't terrible. I disagree strongly. It is terrible.
I don't think it's terrible. I think it's a classic case of wasted potential, which then makes it terrible.
Here's the question:
it could have been so much better.
Why is Lightning McQueen in the movie for like 10 minutes?
What? Okay,
it's like Tokyo Drift.
Let me answer that by asking another question. Why is Mater the main character?
Why is a tow truck James
Who
Bond?
knows? Who knows?
Right.
I have no clue.
You could make that entire movie around the World Grand Prix, add maybe 3 more races to it, make the conflict between Lightning and the Italian F1 car, and that's a good movie.
Luckily, Cars 3 learned that lesson.
Oh yeah, Sasha said Cars 3 kind of slaps. It kind of does.
Yeah.
It kind of does.
Really? That's the only Pixar I haven't seen.
That's another.
That was like 3/4 of it.
Cars 3 I hadn't seen until this year. Was the only Pixar I hadn't seen, Josh. Okay. And honestly, it's the best Cars movie. I don't like the first Cars that much. It's
I think it's good. Probably it's just nostalgia, and it's been a few years since I've seen it, but I like the first one.
Cars was the first movie I ever saw in the theater, and I was obsessed with it until Cars 2 came out, and then I just lost all interest in the franchise as a whole.
There were 2 major hot takes to come out of my Pixar ranking. How low I rated Ratatouille and how high I rated Cars 3.
It's just that good. It's so good.
I like the ending a lot. I like the ending a lot for that movie. Jason Carr with the super chat saying, "Great live stream, enjoying it. All of you are superstars in my book." Well, I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for donating, by the way. It genuinely does mean a lot. And I appreciate the support. I like this community. All these names in here every time I do a live stream. It's always fun to continue to grow this community. Sasha, I missed this question. She said, "What movie did you guys always look forward to watching, and then when you watched it, you felt underwhelmed? Not in the theater, watched more of one that's been hyped throughout your life." So I have one, but I'll let you guys go first.
I'm gonna go look.
Oh, you're gonna look? Okay.
I gotta
give me a hot sec.
I have a piping hot take that would likely get me like booted off of film Twitter or anything.
Let's see. Oh, I know one of yours.
I have multiple. I think I really do.
Yeah. I don't really have hot takes.
Yeah.
But I know what one of yours is. But you probably have more.
So here it is. 26 of you in here to hear this live. I do not like There Will Be Blood, and I know that's like blasphemous. Really? Blasphemous. That's the best Paul Thomas Anderson movie. I don't need to watch 2 hours and 38 minutes of Daniel Day-Lewis walking down a railroad track and screaming. He gives a great performance.
You mean putting on an acting clinic?
He does. Very much. He does. That is a fact. The movie.
It's called Class Time, bro.
The movie.
Dude, I
not
drink
a
your
clinic.
milkshake.
Yeah.
I drink your milkshake.
Yeah. I'd rather go watch Mark Wahlberg and Boogie Nights if I'm watching a PTA movie. 90s PTA is 30 times better than now PTA. I don't know what happened to PTA. He's got 2 halves of his career. After Punch Drunk Love, he's a different director. And The Master, great performances. What the fuck happened? That's kind of the way I feel about it.
I haven't been able to bowl the same way since I watched that movie. Like every time I go bowling, I just get scared. That movie's great.
There Will Be Blood.
It is great.
Maybe I need to watch it years down the road. I watched it 3 years ago, but it didn't do it for me. I'm glad. I'm so happy that No Country for Old Men beat it at Best Picture. Like, so happy.
I still have.
Well, it is better. It is
That's
better.
objectively a better movie, but whatever.
Yeah.
I was thinking. This is the complete opposite of a movie like that for you, Chris. I was thinking about Borat just because I know you don't like that, and I love it. A lot of people do. So I don't know why, but I just thought of that.
Oh, a movie
I can't
that
do Borat. It's just
I was underwhelmed. Have you guys seen Air Force One?
No.
The parts of it.
Not yet.
I watched that recently this year, and I was very underwhelmed. Sort of bored throughout. I thought it was okay, but to me, that's just one that I've always heard people talk up. I guess because it's a bit quotable, but like I watched it and I was like, I didn't ever have to watch this. Like I'll never watch this again.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it on TV. I think that's it though.
I have one here. It's a new movie. It came out in 2019. It's an A24 movie. People either love it or hate it. That's Midsummer.
Oh,
I don't like this movie. The more I think about it, the more I dislike it. Incredible cinematography. Florence Pugh is like just phenomenal, obviously. But what the fuck was the point of the first 30 minutes? It's 2.5 hours. What the hell is the point of the first 30 minutes? What the hell is the point of people being ripped open and everything?
Yeah.
We so
talked about that
disgusting.
earlier before you were on here, and I was like, I haven't seen it, and I just don't care to. Same with
watch
Hereditary. Yeah.
Who was it that said it?
Hereditary, I like.
Was it Chris or Josh that said it's like a super divisive movie?
It is.
I think I was saying that earlier in the stream. Yeah,
because it is. I love it. I think the first 30 minutes are great because it sets up the grief, and I feel like the entire point of the movie is to go to that camp, which is sort of like separating yourself from the grief, but they somehow become more engulfed inside of it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
with
like
the
movie a
weird
lot.
circle stuff that I won't talk about on here.
yeah.
It's the
I know
Wicker
what
Man on
happens in
steroids.
that movie, but
Yeah,
so I actually know what every plot point of that movie because I don't like in 2019. Andy, who I started doing videos with, he like saw it and I was like, I'm never gonna watch this. Just tell me what happens. So I know it. I just haven't seen it. Like I can visualize it in my head. I just haven't seen it.
Watch the opening scene. That is some of the scariest crap I've ever seen.
No. I know what happens. I just haven't seen it, so I can visualize it. But I bet it's even creepier.
For those who are wondering, I do love Hereditary, though. It's
better.
Scary as hell. It's the scariest movie I've seen.
Yeah,
it's really good though.
That
is
ending?
really good. The ending? Oh my god.
So, did everyone give a movie? I don't remember.
I couldn't even think of one. To be
Couldn't
honest,
think of one.
I'm just looking. That's the only one I could think of was Midsummer. That's what we're talking about. Or Twister. I don't know why. I'm just scrolling through my Letterboxd. Twister obviously isn't like supposed to be the best movie ever, but I was like, people like this a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, to be fair, it's not great, but it's fun.
Yeah. Well, I know that. I'm just reading through it, and I'm like,
One movie that I was disappointed by the first time I saw it, but since then I've seen like 5 times with my friends, and it's tremendously grown on me. Is American Psycho. Like at first I was like kind of disappointed by it. Damn good movie now. Like it's one that me and my friends quote all the time. I know Ewan loves it too. I know Josh. I think a lot of people
send me every time like we're talking about like a Blu-ray or a Steelbook or something. Chris sends me the GIF that's just like very nice, very nice.
That's like my favorite GIF. Yeah, or the one where he's like, ooh, and he's like looks at himself. He's like, I don't know. Great movie.
In the mirror.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's like top 20 for me though. It's so good.
Yeah, damn good. Let's see. Sasha says favorite event to watch the Olympics in the summer and then summer or winter. Okay. I love watching swimming. I've actually been watching it lately. So swimming for me. And then if I had to pick like the winter, curling. We need a curling movie with like
I was gonna say curling. I forgot the name of it, but I love it so much.
Curling is so awesome.
As a Canadian, fuck curling. It is so bad. Oh my god, it is
curling
one of the worst sports of all time. It's like
so
at least it's not as bad as ringette, because ringette is hockey, but for people who are not good enough to play hockey. Because it's like you don't have the blade, and you just have like you just swing. God, so like I mean I'm Canadian, so I will say hockey, although I don't really care too much for them. But when the Canadian team wins like hockey and gold medals and everything, I'm like, that's pretty cool. Summer Olympics, I see like little things like volleyball and stuff, but curling, that hurts me. I'm sorry, but it hurts me.
Jack, have you been watching any of the Olympics? Are you covering it at work?
No, we are not. Okay. It sucks because it's all at like 6 a.m. which I'm not waking up at 6 a.m. to watch any of the events. Sorry.
Fair.
But I love the Olympics. It was always something I watched when I grew up. To answer the question, favorite event, I think always nostalgia, at least for me, was always the snowboard the half.
Those are cool.
Because
those are cool.
You had like Shaun White.
White,
absolute goat.
Yeah.
Those were always fun.
Yeah.
And for the summer, it's probably either the running because like Usain Bolt and all of that stuff, and then the swimming because Michael Phelps is also the literal goat.
Yeah.
And now that baseball's back, baseball because that's my favorite sport.
Yeah. Josh, what about you?
I don't think I've ever watched the Olympics once in my life.
Oh, you're missing out on a good old time.
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna be
Phelps
honest.
era, man, it was the best.
Hey,
I've heard of Michael Phelps, obviously, but
he's a living legend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll say this about Shaun White: the video of him when he's like, after he got his goal with the reporter, and he was like, "I was getting free snacks and free drinks," and then she was like, "Free drinks." He was like, "I'm talking about Mountain Dews, baby."
Oh yeah,
he's my guy.
That's just so great.
Anything to do with do. Yeah.
I remember when I was like 12 years old, I thought I was so cool on Easter because we went out to Target and bought me this whole Easter outfit, and it was Shaun White branded clothes. I had these plaid shorts and this like button-up shirt. Like he had some very cheap stuff, but I was like, man, I've got Shaun White on my back. This is so cool.
The movie geek Bernie says, "Got to go. Have a good night." Well, peace. I appreciate it being
Hey,
here.
Bernardo.
Let's see. This is a Pixar hot take saying Up is trash, boring, and overrated.
I agree.
No.
That hurts me.
No.
The first 10 minutes are great. The rest is forgettable.
The first 10 minutes is one of the
Wow.
greatest pieces of cinema ever,
first-
and
okay.
after that, it's like fine.
Yep.
No. The first 15 minutes are some of the best animated stuff ever, but the rest of the movie is so good as well. Like it's just because the first 15 minutes are just some of the best like cinema ever, but it's just like people forget about the other half and they don't really like give it a shot. It is so good. It's like almost as good as those first 15 minutes I'm talking about.
Like
it is so good.
It's a
I like the
masterpiece.
idea of Carl.
I agree. It's
going
5 out of 5.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Carl going to capture the dreams that him and Ellie always wished to do. But when you incorporate a villain in a movie like that, I just sort of check out.
He's more so just like an antagonizing
Why do you need to have an antagonist in a movie like that though?
Because
Pixar. How would you take it out though? Like, I mean,
Right.
the dog, like they were all there. It was like made the whole thing on the island. That actually was a driving force in him kind of like realizing that it's more just about.
He's in a house floating with balloons. I feel like in that scenario, it can be man versus nature.
Okay.
It can be man versus nature and be okay.
Well, when you put it like
So
that,
what you're saying is you want to see Bear Grylls headline the next Up movie. That's what you're saying. Bear Grylls
Absolutely.
survival with
saying it
balloons.
Doesn't make sense scientifically.
No, I'm just saying that
Adventure is out there, damn it.
I almost got that
saying-
tattooed on me, Chris.
Yeah, it's the best. I just
he's
love
gonna
it.
have so many. He's gonna have so many conflicts already. You don't have to have this guy come in the mix and try to make.
But
things
then you
more
would
difficult.
eliminate if you took him out. You would eliminate Kevin and the entire plot line with the bird and.
Don't need the bird.
You
But
need the bird.
Yeah, you need the bird. The bird is the greatest character of all time. Oh my god! In
You would have no Doug.
7,
It would just
Yes.
be him going there, and then he would figure out how to get his house on the cliff, and then he wouldn't be able to get back, and he would die. Actually,
So it'd be
it'd
boring.
just be- it would essentially
All the
just
emotional
You can have.
punch. Are you
You
kidding
can
me?
have Doug without the bird.
No,
can
you
have
can't.
Doug without
no,
the
you
bird.
can't.
Yes, you
Nope.
can.
The bird. Kevin is the most important Pixar character ever. No, but if we're talking about reality in Pixar movies, then that cancels out Toy Story. Like,
No, I'm not
Fair.
talking about
Monsters?
reality.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
understand
I was
it's
just that
impossible.
came to mind. Yeah, obviously.
I'm just saying, like, he's gonna have so
Dinosaurs?
many.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah. Anyone else have their steaming hot takes they want to drop in the chat? This is a fact, Alex Lopez. This is a fact of life.
Agreed. I agree. I agree.
That's very
Yep.
tough for me.
Yes.
I can't say.
I'm gonna say
I
Boogie
can't.
Nights. Actually.
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
So
Boogie Nights
good.
also just because it's more enjoyable. Like There Will Be Blood is a phenomenal film, of course. Like it's 5 out of 5. But Boogie Nights, you just have a fun time watching it too. Like
Yeah.
There Will Be Blood, you're
The
like
drug
"Ooh,
dealer
this is
scene in
brutal."
Boogie Nights is one of the best scenes. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, it's so
Oh
good.
my god, that's so intense.
Yeah, totally.
But I
Yeah.
prefer it. Yeah.
Shane Rose says, do you think Mystic River is one of the best films that Eastwood's ever directed? I think it's his best movie he's ever directed, personally.
No comment.
Never seen it.
Damn. It is.
I want to do a reaction.
I gave it a 5 out of 5. I did.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sean Penn, it honestly opened the door for me to want to check out more of his movies.
I love Sean Penn.
Yeah, he won the Oscar. It probably would have like maybe won Best Picture if Return of the King didn't come out the same year, you know. But it's a brutal ass movie. It's dark, but it's got some great performances. Tim Robbins, I believe, from Shawshank, he won an Oscar too. So I got 2 acting wins.
Wow. Jaren's gonna like it then.
Yeah, it's great. I highly recommend it, honestly, Josh. And I'll be looking for that Letterboxd review. I think it's on Netflix, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen it on there.
Let's see. Are you going to watch Outer Banks Season 2? Anyone?
Heck yeah.
Nope, because I don't care to watch it.
Sarah
at
Cameron
all.
is bae.
Well, yes, of course. But like, my brother's literally watching it downstairs right now.
Mhm.
And I was watching the opening scene in one of the episodes. I'm like, no.
It's so cringe.
It's
so
so
cringy.
watchable.
Like
it's so
like
watchable.
but it's to the point where it's like I can deal with cringe for like to a point, but that's to the point where it's like, who the F is writing this?
You're such a kook. That's exactly what a kook would say.
The Pogues, right? And the Kooks, is that what they're?
Team Pogues.
It's not the best show ever, but
No,
it's not trash. I think it's like
it's a whole new
it's like
level of
it's
cringe.
entertaining. It's entertaining.
Absolutely.
I'll probably watch some of Season 2 because Cam's gonna be all over it. But we'll see. Let's see. 07 to 2009, we got Anton Chigurh, Heath Ledger, Joker, Hans Landa, and then if you want to keep going into the 2010s, we got like even through like 2015, we had like Fletcher, who I consider him like somewhat of a villain. We had Calvin Candy. We had some great villains in that era, and supporting actor is probably the best Oscar category ever. My personal favorite. The wins for supporting actor, crazy good.
They can be great. Yeah.
You think Fletcher is a villain?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
he's not a villain. He's an antagonist for the most part.
I think he's a misunderstood enabler.
I think he could have just not been in the movie. I don't think you need in a musical movie with a music-based movie with
Shut
a drummer.
up.
You don't need a
Shut
villain. I'm talking to my ass. I'm just talking shit now.
You love Whiplash, admit.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Oh man, yeah, you couldn't have that. He is the movie, so you have to have him.
100%.
Who is the best actor to play Joker?
Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger.
Joaquin's fine.
So here's the question, though: are we saying who is the best actor apart from it, or who is the best?
Oh, okay.
Because I think Joaquin's the
that's
best
a
of
whole
all the
different
actors.
Joaquin is the best actor to play the Joker, but the best performance is Heath Ledger.
I think the best actor to play the Joker would be Jack Nicholson.
That's
I
fair.
knew someone was gonna say that.
That's fair, honestly.
It's close. It's close.
I would say Nicholson, but performance-wise, Heath Ledger.
I think performance-wise, it's Joaquin, but he also had a full movie and it was only centered on him. But I also think if you strip away the Joker name, it's not even a Joker movie.
That's fair. I think that
still a great film.
We grew up with Ledger. He's got Batman to go up against, so he's got that going for him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've said both before. Like I've said both on live streams. I've been asked the question before, and I'd change. So right now, I'm kind of feeling Joaquin, but it could change.
Joaquin is phenomenal as well. Like Joker is my favorite villain of all time, second favorite or like third favorite character ever. So like, I gotta say Heath Ledger, but Joaquin is so close.
Yeah.
At least no one said Jared Leto.
Fact. I'm like anti Jared Leto. It's
Me
kinda
too.
bad.
I liked him in the Snyder Cut for the 3 minutes he was in it, but
he was
Suicide
damn good
Squad,
at that. But whatever.
He was so good in that, but Suicide Squad,
atrocious. Anybody else agree A Quiet Place Part 2 was even better than the first film?
I do.
No, first is better.
I
First for me.
I don't know because I want to rewatch them both, but it is for me just as good as the first one.
Okay,
I don't know which one's better.
It's just better for me.
I think
Just-
The Quiet
go ahead,
Place
Jaren.
1 and 2 is the example of like Alien and Aliens.
Okay.
Yes.
And in my opinion, I think Aliens is better. So I think
Yes.
this one just gives us everything we loved about the first, but sort of just enhances it.
The reason I like the
Fair.
first more is because they relied more on the actual nature of having to be quiet, in my opinion, for the majority of it. It was a little more tension based. And Krasinski's character, I know that he's in the opening 10 minutes of the second one, but his role in the first one, I won't spoil it, but his role and like something that happens, that scene hits harder than anything in the second one to me.
100%. Yeah.
So I got to go with the first. It just, the second one also, I was not as satisfied with the ending. I wasn't.
Me neither.
I love
The funny thing is, when I first watched the first one, my only issue with the movie was the ending, how it just goes and then it ends. But like now looking back on it and looking back at this one, I have a big defense for the ending of this one, but I'm not going to go into it because obviously big spoilers. But
yeah.
I think I might have talked about it in my review because I reviewed it like a month and a half after because I finally got to see it in theaters. But yeah.
I'm gonna pick that Blu-ray up tomorrow. Hopefully, if they still have that Steelbook at Best Buy,
it looks
the
good.
best 4K of the year.
I was.
Yeah.
I like was watching the special features. I told you, Chris, the special features on the Blu-ray, I highly recommend watching. They're so interesting and they're not long. Like I watch it while editing that video, and I finished them before I finished editing the video, and I was like, these are interesting as hell.
Very nice. What's everyone's thoughts on Knives Out? Also, the sequels.
So good. So
Yeah,
good.
I really enjoy Knives
Should have
Out.
been nominated for Best Picture. In
Absolutely.
My opinion. Damn good, and I'm excited for the sequels. The cast is crazy, and it's probably gonna be pretty damn good. So
It's so insane. It's awesome. Every single day, a new cast member gets added.
Yeah. Apparently, you and your hair is fire.
Yes.
Yes.
Send that to my friends because they always tell me to get a haircut, and I say, "Stop it! Listen to my TikTok comments."
Thoughts on Talladega Nights, Jaren? What do you?
I'm on fire, Tom Cruise.
It's pretty funny.
I think it's Will Ferrell's last hilarious movie.
Step Brothers and the other guys not hilarious to you?
Wait, did Step Brothers come out after
Yeah.
Talladega Nights?
Yeah. Talladega Nights came out in 06. Step Brothers,
I don't
08.
I don't think the other guys are in that competition, but
The other
Chris
guys
is gonna kill you.
Will Ferrell movie, in my opinion.
okay, but I will say,
Anchorman
Talladega
is.
Nights is amazing. Like to me, it's his funniest movie.
And I
Talladega
thought Chris
Nights
was hating on me for my hot take. but God, man.
Talladega Nights has grown on me as I've gotten older. Like when I first watched it, I feel like I was a bit too young to kind of get it. And Anchorman and Elf, I still like more than Step Brothers. But Talladega Nights, like you got Sacha Baron Cohen in there as well, and Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly, shaking
Ricky Bobby, the way he says it.
Or like that scene, the physical scene between them was so funny. Like every single time. I don't want to say too much for those who haven't seen it, but it's funny.
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Or when he stabs himself in the leg.
What does he say? I'm trying to remember a quote, but I can't think of it right now.
I wet
There's
my
so
bed
many
until
great
I
ones
was 19. There's no shame in that.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
I forget that quote is from that movie.
Yeah.
I feel like that is such a reused quote.
You
know who's in that movie is Amy Adams, and like the scene where Journey's playing and they're sitting at the table, and then she's like, "You go, Ricky Bobby, you take that," and then he's like, "Are we about to get it on right now?" And then they start making out on the table. That's hilarious.
Or the cougar in the car. That scene is so funny. Like everything with his dad is so funny.
Yeah.
The answer to this is yes. It is.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Which by default means NASCAR is a sport. I think it is. I mean, people will say it's not. I think it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
People are like, you just drive in
circles.
So I'm like, yeah.
Then you go do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Someone said Mindhunter. Yeah. Is that even like a question? I don't think that's
I haven't seen it, and I know that's right.
Trash.
Yeah,
Mindhunter is my favorite show of all time.
I haven't seen Mindhunter.
I haven't seen either of those.
It's so good.
Why are these really being crappy teenage rom-coms being turned into franchises? The Kissing
Money.
To All the Boys I Loved.
Because teenage girls go crazy over it. No,
okay,
All the Boys I Loved before
are good.
Shit. No, they're good. The first one is bad. It is
but the Kissing,
bad.
Okay,
the second one's better.
Can we all say that the Kissing Booth movies are just subjectively awful?
Without seeing it, I can fully say that. Like, I remember years ago. Sorry to cut you off. Like years ago in class, one of my classmates was reading the book, and like the supply teacher who was in, he's like, "Yeah, I watched that movie. It was terrible." And even like the girl who's reading it watches movies like that, and she's like, "Yeah, the movie does kind of suck. Like I like it, but it sucks. And
I watched the first one to impress a girl again, to have a conversation with a girl I liked, and I
nice.
hated it. I hated it though, so I was like, I can't really discuss.
I did
this
that
with
for
you.
Twilight. Don't worry, it's my least.
I
favorite
did it with
movie of all
for
time.
Twilight. That's what I said earlier.
Twilight is my least favorite film of all time. I hate that movie with a burning passion.
You should
I
watch
hate
the
it so much.
sequels.
I've watched the first 20 minutes of the second one with an old person, and like, I cannot put myself through that.
I googled the CGI baby. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
Yeah, I told you it's bad.
It's terrible.
So bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Oh god. Fuck.
This is something that you know what? We're talking about what the best superhero movie is going to be for this year. But next year, that crown's already I think, going to the Batman.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. I think this movie could possibly be up for like awards. Possibly.
Oh, 100%.
I agree.
Cinematography, sound design, visuals, director, even Pattinson, maybe.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't think so.
Maybe,
but I would be happy with it.
It depends on how much they go and deal with his parents.
Dano, what about Paul Dano as a Riddler? If they do enough with him, maybe that'd be pretty.
Oh, they definitely will. They definitely will.
I feel like Dano is gonna do what makes or breaks the movie for me.
Fair.
Yeah,
he's damn good in Prisoners. We all know that.
You guys seen
and
Love
There
and
Will Be
Mercy?
Blood.
Have we seen what?
Love and Mercy?
I have not.
No.
Ooh, he gives an amazing performance in that.
He's also in this movie Night and Day, which is a different type of role with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. But Paul Dano's in that.
Oh, yeah, he is. You're right.
He's also in Little Miss Sunshine, so he's actually been in a lot of stuff now that I think about it.
And
I need to watch that one.
Has anyone seen his directorial debut, Wildlife, that came out in 2018?
Yeah.
No, but I know Gyllenhaal is in
I
it.
loved it.
I know Gyllenhaal's in it.
Yeah, I agree.
What is that about?
I gave that film a 98 out of 100.
Really? Wow.
From what I heard, it's like a mother struggling to take care of her son after the husband leaves or something.
That's a Paul Dano directed that?
It's his directorial debut, starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Carey Mulligan.
Damn. Great cast.
Brilliant film. One of the
recommend.
best films I watched last year during quarantine.
I'm glad I bought it on Criterion then.
Very nice.
That's why I watched it, because I bought it on Criterion.
Yes, same.
Brilliant film.
Aaron Johnson says, "Ooh, Miracle, yeah, that's like the best. One of the best sports movies ever, yeah." Especially
Remember the Titans is even better, and Chris can agree with me on that one. We were having that debate yesterday, and I'm like, Remember the Titans is definitely better. No,
Remember the Titans,
it's the greatest sports movie of all time.
Remember the Titans. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's like
I went to the school where they played football. You know, they played football on the Etowah High School field.
Yeah,
that's where I went.
That's awesome. Yeah. Certain vids in here. I don't know if you're still in here, but what's up, dude? Yeah.
Yo.
Gotta have you on a stream sometime. It's been way too long, my friend.
No, it's not. My brother just came in and yelled, "Miracle's better."
No way. Remember the Titans all day. But they're both Miracle, very close. You know what else is in that conversation? Moneyball.
Absolutely.
I have it on Blu-ray and I need to watch it.
Oh, you will love it.
I know I'll love it. I don't know why it's taking me so long to watch it.
Yeah.
That's just my bad.
Has anyone here seen Small Soldiers?
Yes.
What do you think, Josh? What is that movie?
It's if I'm thinking right, it's like the one with the toys and they fight the Gorgonites. Let me double check this.
I've heard of the name, but I don't know who.
Me too.
It might have been like the Flick Pick talking about it or something.
Because there's
I like 3 a.m. Yeah.
There's Small Soldiers and Toy Soldiers. But
okay.
Small Soldiers. Yeah. It's a Joe Dante film. He directed it. And
interesting.
yeah, I forget, but like it's actually kind of badass. There's like toys fighting each other, and it looks really good too. But like there's like the soldiers and there's like the Gorgonites. It's a good time.
Very cool. I think we kind of talked about this already, but we can go quick. Who all seeing The Green Knight? I am.
Yeah, 100%.
Hopefully, I'm going to Florida on Friday. It's gonna be a long day, but but my parents said like we'll probably see some movie then. So for me, I'm hoping to see The Green Knight.
Friday
we'll
night.
see.
Yeah, I'm seeing Friday. I'm excited.
Well, we have to leave the house at 6 a.m. Fly.
Are you
out.
Oh, you're flying. Okay.
We're flying out of Toronto. We're gonna be there like mid-afternoon, so that's good. But like we this is like a side note, doesn't really matter. But we land in Orlando, but we have to drive all the way to Tampa too. So then we land, and then we have a 2-hour drive.
I lived in Tampa.
Wow.
Tampa is like, in my opinion, the best part of Florida. Like I lived there,
Really?
and over by the Clearwater area. Like if you guys are there,
Yeah,
visit the Clearwater beach. It was rated like the best beach in America. Like
Really?
years in a row or something.
I think there was something about it because like we just got a condo there, and like we're not going to any of the parks this year, which is a little disappointing. But like next year we will. Yeah. COVID and stuff will go away, and because I'm fully vaccinated and everything. So
I'm confused by this question. Unless I just haven't heard of the movie. But what's better, Seven or Fallen? What's Fallen?
Does Fallen
that's
have
the one with
Denzel?
Denzel? Yeah, that Fallen's.
I haven't seen it, but
Seven's easily better.
I haven't even heard of Fallen, so Seven.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I just rewatched Seven.
I think I had the DVD of that from like my aunt and uncle. I never watched it.
Yeah, I had like a Snapper case DVD.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Seven is damn good. I just rewatched
Seven is
it.
phenomenal, like top 25 of all time. Like, God, that movie is so good.
Yeah, I think it sucks for me because I was spoiled the first time I saw it. So like,
Same.
I'll never have like the genuine like, oh shit. But I it is what it is. Like it's
same with Psycho for me. That's how I feel.
Oh, okay.
And
I didn't know that
Sense.
one. Thank God, I didn't know that one.
Oh, lucky.
I knew Sixth Sense, unfortunately.
Yeah, same.
But it's still really good. We're probably gonna take a few more and wrap it up though. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. So if you have any final questions, go ahead and drop them. Fire questions. They don't have to be movie related, and I'll get to it. Have any of you watched the show Gotham?
Yeah,
I've seen like 7 episodes.
I need to.
Yeah, it's.
I'm like my review for part 2 of the Long Halloween, the movie adaptation, is coming out tonight. Batman's my favorite character of all time. Joker's number 3. I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's too network TV, if that makes sense. Like network TV superhero shows aren't for me, and I know Jack might not have the energy to talk about like the Arrows and the Flashes of the world right now.
Superman and Lois is amazing. Y'all all need to watch it. Just saying.
Yeah, I always see your reviews for those. I'm like, I might need to watch this. But Gotham, I want to watch just because I love Gotham in general. I just love.
Yeah, I'm just not. Yeah, Gotham. I stopped watching after about 7 episodes. I tried to binge through it, and I just
It's
couldn't
fair.
finish. Yeah,
I've seen scenes from it. Like I've actually like Googled certain parts involving like the Joker and everything. So I'm like, I'm interested.
Yeah. Shannon Bailey says, sorry, I missed most of the stream, been busy with work. No worries. I appreciate the support. I know you always are in here on the replays, if not, so I appreciate that. I didn't know there was a Gossip Girl reboot, but that's interesting. I never watched the first one.
Neither.
Superman and Lois is Fire. I want a Fallen sequel. I have to see the first one to put an opinion on that. And this will be the last one we take. From Quinn, you guys think some Marvel movies like No Way Home will get delayed?
Nope.
No,
not at all.
I don't think so.
Not a chance.
No, I don't think that. I don't know. I think that they're kind of committed at this point.
If Black Widow can come out after that many delays, No Way Home will be good.
Yeah, unless that's why they haven't promoted No Way Home more. Because
Imagine.
That may be a good point.
Yeah.
I think that might be a thing. Because with the Delta variant, like you kind of see the trajectory we're going. It's not looking great.
I pray to God not.
I hope not.
Yeah.
If you see the way that we're trending, it's not looking too good.
I just don't know. Like, it would be like horrible for the industry. Horrible. Because they're just now getting back on their feet right now.
That would be a really bad
blow.
Yeah. So I hope not. I'll say no right now. I'm the positive thinker, I guess, but
it won't be. No.
Yeah. Someone said No Way Home would make $1 billion from Premiere Access, and they would not.
No.
It might make $100 million easily, I think, but
the best movie of all time would not make that much. Not right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
But that's gonna do it for the live stream. 2 hours and 17 minutes later, you could have watched maybe The Prestige, maybe. I'm not sure. That might be a little longer. But that is going to do it. I'm going to let everyone here have the floor to talk about their channel, social media, all that is linked down below. If you are watching on the replay, by the way, I appreciate it. Max Talks Movies, I know you are going to be watching. I appreciate that. But definitely hit the like button again, and I'll just give you the full screen. I'll do that thing if I can figure out how to do it. We'll go around the horn. Jaren, tell the people what you got going on.
First off, Chris, thank you so much for having me. This has been a blast getting to meet Ewan and Josh for the first time. Yes. But if you guys want to check out more from me, you can follow me on YouTube at Jaren Talks Movies. I do the whole thing, the movie reviews, rankings, reactions, all of that stuff. I have a lot of fun doing it. I've also been incorporating more Blu-ray physical media content. So if you're into that stuff as well, you can find some of that on my channel. And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Jaren Talks.
Very nice. Very nice. Check them out. All that's linked down below. What about you, Josh?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on here, Chris. It was nice to be in a stream with all of you guys for the first time.
So that was very nice. Yeah, and if you guys want to subscribe to me, I'm Cinecreep on YouTube, and I think same thing on Twitter and Instagram. So there's that. I do the whole Blu-ray thing, the Blu-ray hunting, talking movies, all that fun stuff. So,
yeah, very nice. I call you one of the the GOAT blue tubers. That's just what I've always said.
Yep.
So definitely go subscribe to Cinecreep. But Ewan, what about you?
Thanks again, Chris, for having me on. It's a lot of fun. And Jaren and I have texted forever, but never actually spoken. So that's kind of nice. And Josh, I watched your videos with Leba, so that's kind of
awesome.
back in 2018. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, just the basic movie reviews, reactions, rankings, all that. I'm focusing now more on some more Batman content if this wants to sit up and stuff like that. And then music that kind of recently has kind of sidestepped a little bit, but I do have a ton of song reactions and albums, everything like that. And TV, when the Marvel shows come on, I talk about them weekly, everything, and subscribe to all these people. And thank you once again, Chris.
Absolutely, it was great to have you on. And of course, Jack, tell the people what you got going on with everything you got. Everything is linked down below, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, first off, Chris, thank you for having me back on. It feels like the old days, the classic days. But it was a pleasure to be with everyone here today. Yeah, just rebranded my channel to my name, Jack LotR. It's right there. You can see it right there. I'm terrible at doing this pointing thing. But yeah, I just redid that. Movie reviews are kind of the main thing I do. I'm trying to be more of a film critic instead of a content creator. So movie reviews are what I do. So any of the new movies that come out from the week before, I probably have a review of. Make sure you go check that out. Subscribe to everyone that was in this stream. Everyone here is awesome. And also, quick plug for my job. Go subscribe to Chat Sports, because tomorrow night we are doing wall-to-wall coverage of the NBA draft. We are going to go over every single draft pick for all 2 rounds of the NBA draft live. So go subscribe to Chat Sports. That's what I do for my day job. So there you go.
Very cool. Definitely go subscribe to every single one of these people. Follow them on all their social medias. Again, all that's linked down below. But I can't thank you all enough for being here. This was fun. I have to do something like this again. I've never had this many people on a live stream. It went a lot better than I thought. I'm glad I didn't break it up. I'm glad that we all just stayed up on here for one.
It's kind of fun. Subscribe to Chris and everything. Yep. He won't plug himself, but subscribe to Chris and follow him. He won't do it himself.
Thank you. I'm very close to 3K subs, so if you're in here, it'd mean a lot if you could hit that subscribe button. And all my social medias and all that stuff's linked down below. Thank you all for being here. Stay tuned for next week, hopefully, for another live stream. And until next time, see you guys later.